Okay, here we are again. So, we have a few things to do, because we left some of the elite monsters for later. A few new ones have popped up, and we're going to take care of all of them today, as a part of our little side quest chain here. And that will catch us up on all of the side quests available, because we'll do, well, not all of them, because I'm not doing any of the ones that get you the sealed weapons, because I don't need or care about any of them. So, yeah, that. But other than those, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elite monsters to kill, 2 character episodes, 1, 2, 3 new areas, quote unquote, well, 4 really, because Lavari Hollow as well, to explore. And ideally we get it all done today. I don't know if we will, but ideally we get it all done today, so that way we can just move straight on to the next chapter, main chapter, which is chapter 11. If we don't get to it all today, that's okay, but things should pick up from here in terms of how quickly we go through the rest of the game, because we're done with all of the big macro level side stuff, especially once we finish up with the 4 new areas we need to go to today. Because once we've done that, we will have explored on screen every single location that you gain access to in the game, with the exception of the Fractured Dimensions and the final dungeon, I think. Yeah, and I mean, I guess the bonus dungeon too, but we're not going to do the bonus dungeon because I don't care enough to do that part. It's like DDS 2, right? It's like, okay, if I ever want to go back and play it, then I have an incentive to go back and play it, because then it's like, oh, I haven't done this. I've never done the bonus dungeon in this game, so I wouldn't even know what it entails. I've heard it's good for getting gold and silver dice, but I don't really see the point when, according to the FAQ I've been using, you can at some point just buy gold and silver dice for like a pittance of chips. Like, so few chips that it doesn't make sense that they're that price, which makes me a little leery of it, because it's like, well, why would they set... Like, silver dice practically guarantees that you'll get a payout. It gives you a joker every time, so it practically guarantees that you'll get a payout every single time you play poker. So that makes me wonder why it's 500 chips, because that's only 5,000 gold that you have to shell out, and then you'll always win. Well, not always, but virtually always, at least high. And then a gold die gives you a royal flush, I believe, every time, which it says in the FAQ that they're only 1,000. And again, that one's a little conspicuous to me, right? Because it's like, a royal flush is worth, if you bet 100, you get 10,000, I think it is, out of, or maybe it's 5,000. So you get 5 times, you can buy 5 more gold dice after you just used 1. Something ain't adding up here. So I'm a little conspicuous about those, but if you can purchase them at any point from the Poker Chips exchange, I don't really see the point in doing the bonus dungeon at all, because, like, why bother with all of that hoopla when you could just go play poker for 3 hours and then pay off the other 15 million gold that you haven't paid yet? It doesn't make sense to me. But, I mean, I guess it's additional content. It keeps people playing the game, which is something that they wanted, even though at this point they couldn't, use that to monetize anything, because they hadn't really thought of that yet, or at least they hadn't thought that macro level with it yet, to be like, well, if we retain them for playtime, we could be like the MMOs where we get the money out of them the whole time. Yeah, well, games were simpler back in this day, I guess. Ooh, hang on, I'm on my notes there. I want to be on my notes. There we go. On my phone. I had a thought about what I was going to say at the beginning of this one that tied into what I just said. I don't remember what it was now. Well, either way, I decided not to do the exploration in Barnauer High Road. I figured I'd just do it on screen and we'd fight Crutisai on screen. And the reason for it is because...
Hi, Luger. How's it going?
Oh.
It's Nova. Sounds like you're working hard out there, huh? It's been a pleasure working with you so far, and I look forward to working through the rest of your debt together. Hugs.
Man, you learn one little teeny tiny secret that you can use for blackmail, and all of a sudden she's calling me up on the phone and acting all cordial about it. I wonder if she's trying to tell me something like, Luger, I swear to God, if you reveal my secret to Vera, I will kill you through your debt. Anyway, how you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Tales of Xillia 2, the stream edition. Yeah, we finished up Chapter 10 last time. We got to Fenmont, and I went to Barnauer High Road saying, oh yeah, I'm going to go and explore that off-screen and kill all the monsters that are there to get to 1 star. I didn't end up doing that. There's only 4 monster types total, besides Crutisai and his meaner cousin, in Barnauer High Road total. So, because of that, I decided, just do it on screen. We'll just go fight Crutisai and look around the whole Barnauer High Road. I'm not in a particular hurry. We're not going to finish this game up before Halloween, the week of Halloween anyway, so I didn't end up doing that. Instead, we're going to go straight to other elite monsters that are available, because on top of Sienna Bronc and Exoplasma still being around and Crutisai being on Barnauer High Road, we also unlocked Hammerzam, Windracer, and Fortune Stepper. And fortunately for us, all 3 of them are fairly simple processes to deal with, because Hammerzam was basically in the first game, and he's a hollow shell of his former self, basically. Like Leia and Mila destroy him. Windracer is weak to Earth, and Gaius just got a fancy new Earth Sword. And Fortune Stepper, I have a surprise for all of you, so we will talk about that when we get there. But ideally, by the end of today, we'll be finished with all 6 of these monsters, and we'll be up at bronze medal in our title. I don't know exactly how much of that we'll be able to do, but we'll try to do as much of it as we can. We'll also do Trace of Kinship Part 2, because that's in Jeondu, and that is actually where Jude's 3rd character episode is, so we're going to go there as well. I took a whole bunch of kitty sightings so that we could work on them while we're in the process, but first things first today, we're actually not going to, do that stuff just yet. We're going to do those other 3 elite monsters first, and then we'll work on the rest of it after that. And when we go to Lefort Research Center, which I was correct, Muse Episode 1 actually does take you to Lefort Research Center, so when we go there, we'll be able to get the cat from in there, and then we can have the cats go look for obsidian for this poor gentleman that has a mega tornado and doesn't know what to do with it. But anyway, the main thing, like I said, that we're going to do is we're going to go to take care of the other elite monsters that are available to us right now first, before we go exploring the new areas. So let's go to the old ones first. And the first one is Hammerzam. He's in Felghana Mine. So we're going to go through Felghana Mine, and we're going to beat him up. I probably don't need... Oh, I especially don't need an ice pop, but I probably don't need all this stuff. I'll try to use those ice pops and, like, remember to, even though it's not really that critical, honestly. The other thing I'm going to do, actually, is I bought a couple of holy bottles. Well, I bought 3. I probably need more than this, but I'm going to use holy bottles in here because we really don't need the experience, the gold, or anything else from these guys at this point. But as you can see, after each main chapter, I think it's after each main chapter, the rock faces that are in here. Did I go through here before? I don't think I did. I'm going to go double check. But yeah, the rocks that are inside of Felagana Mine actually restock on their treasures. I don't know how that works, considering they crack and break as soon as we get here, but they do restock on their treasures, and sometimes you can get an Iolite ore out of them. So if you're really, really hurting for money, and you want a nice free way of potentially doing it, you could just come back here and use a holy bottle or something to that effect, and just, you know, run around the monsters. I don't know if I went in this one either. Well, I did, but I'll go in it again because there's another rock here. This is the nice part about whatchamacallit, having the holy bottles, because then you can just go to these places that you would have had to run around previously because the monsters are just all over the place. Yeah, so we'll go in here, we'll just take a look at what they have available in the blocks, and, excuse me, almost ran into that guy despite having the holy bottle. We'll grab any ore that's available here as well, because everybody's kind of still working hard on their stuff. Well, not the main 4. The main 4 are done, and so is Rowan, but we've got others working on other stuff. What did I do off screen that I got this? I think what I did was I went through... That's what I did. As I went through Zagat Flood Meadow, and I just looked around the whole place. Just to clear out the map, basically, so that way we can run straight to the location where Sienna Bronx spawns, if we get to it today. And in the process of finding all that extra ore, I finished up Bonfire for Muse and also got her pretty close to being done with Sunbeam. I put her on Sunbeam because Alvin's still working on Aurora, and Muse only needs like 400-ish, yeah, more ore, and then she's done with every bit of ore, so we can take that off of her. Elise, Alvin, and Jude still have quite a bit left to go, but, well, I guess Elise doesn't have that much left to go on Gale, but then she's got, like, quite a few points left to get in Earth, so. And honestly, with Alvin, probably once he's done with Aurora, I'll stick him on Bonfire for a little bit to get him caught up with his wind, and then I'll probably just stick him on, like, Mega Lightning Bolt or something for the rest of the game, because I feel like that'll do enough to basically get him to where he needs to go, and then he should be good. Jude's working on Yin and Yang still, so we'll just keep going with that. And you'll get the hell out of my way so I can go check for more Iolite ore. Not having any luck so far, but that's okay. I'm not really concerned about getting Iolite ore or not, because it's like, if I need it, I'll just go buy it. I've got all those extra poker chips, but we actually have seen on screen that there is Iolite ore available from some of these blocks. So if you don't believe me, that's okay. You don't have to take me at my word. There's video evidence of it from the last time we went to Felagana Mine, which was, I think, 3 to 4 streams ago. Oh, there's some. Yeah, I think it was 3 to 4 streams ago we went here originally. So you can just go check out that video. That stream archive, if you will. I figured I'd just show it off again, because why the hell not? I also don't remember if I equipped Leia with bottled efficacy. Probably the only time I would use bottled efficacy is in situations like this where we're using holy bottles to get to these areas. I guess I might as well, since I'm using it, because it doubles the effective time of holy bottles and dark bottles, and as far as I'm aware, it takes effect as soon as you equip it. So you don't have to worry about, like, not having it on and then it, like, doesn't change the timer the first time. No, it's immediate as far as I'm aware. Didn't go in here either. But there was nothing in here, so maybe I did go in here and I just don't remember. Oh well. So now, head back this way, and then we should be good to go. Just about to where we need to be anyway. Because unfortunately, the, whatchamacallit, that there Hammerzam is all the way in the back of the mine. You have to go all the way back to where we fought him in the first game. And despite him being a shell of his former self, he's still slightly annoying because you have to go all the way through here. And that is why I'm using them there holy bottles. Sorry, my throat isn't cooperating right now. I ate something right before doing this, and usually by the time I'm done and I get to the stream, it's cooperating, but today it's decided it doesn't want to cooperate. Maybe I should have actually blown my nose. I didn't do that before I started streaming. Oh well. Yeah, so I guess you could use this little jaunt in order to... Oh, my holy bottle ran out. You could use this little jaunt in order to get yourself some treasures, and, you know, if you missed out on monsters to get you to the 1-star point in your bestiary, you could use this opportunity to do that as well, I guess, but... Yeah. I'm only doing it because we have to come back in here in order to fight Hammerzam. I'm probably not going to bother with actually doing it at any point in the future. It doesn't seem like it's all that worth it, if I'm honest, so I'll just leave it well enough alone. Okay, that's fine. Just top everybody off after this fight. Oh, okay, sure. Oh yeah, that's right, that's considered a spell. Forgot.
Thanks again!
Okay.
I shall not falter.
Honestly, I'm not even bothered if we go into the next fight with a little bit less than maximum. I do, however, now we already know from having fought Moralzam and Hangerzam that Leia can just annihilate them very quickly. So I'm not really too concerned about using her. I am, however, going to attempt to use Mila, because I've been trying to work on a Mila combo, and it's been tricky for her because of the fact that a lot of monsters have kind of these janky hitboxes that her arts kind of, like, don't interact well with. But in the case of Hammerzam and any of the monsters like him, I guess that's the problem with Mila and Leia being in the same party, is that that means that I have two characters who primarily fight the best against large foes with gigantic hitboxes that won't be wonky when you try to use them in fights. So, because they're both primarily aerial fighters. So that's, you know, it can be tricky sometimes because it's like, okay, well, I'd like you to do this, but also you're, you know, this other person in my party can basically do the same thing as you, so... Alright, now let me see here. Excuse me. So we want to do Shimmer Spin, Cloud Pierce, Binding Sphere. I guess I could probably do Condemnation as well, but I don't know if I want to push it, honestly. And then we can do Thunderblade, Rock Trine. I'm just going to stick with Binding Sphere. Condemnation is Gun Elemental. Well, it's Shot Elemental, really, but... so it's good to use because it'll get you that extra element, but I don't know if I want to bother. I think I'll just go up, then use Binding Sphere. Lightning, Grave, and then Whirling Assault. While linked with Leia, Whirling Assault actually gives you Tetra Elements, which will hit the water element that we aren't using in our combo currently. Excuse me. Because Mila at the moment doesn't have access to a good water art that doesn't have a lot of startup time. So, like, she has Splash, but that has cast time, and so that might drop the combo. I should have used those Ice Pops. Excuse me. So because that has a cast time, I might drop the combo. And on top of that, you've also got Aqua Protection, which has a lot of startup lag, unfortunately, because it floats behind her to start with. So unless you're, like, turned away from the enemy and then you use it, it doesn't really work out all that well. But if we use that as part of Tetra Elements, it'll reset the amount of damage we get in the combo, and it should work out pretty nicely. I just have to make sure that I... you know, actually remember how to do her combo, so we'll see if that actually works out here. I'm not really too concerned, though, because, like I said, Hammerzam's kind of not. He's not nearly as threatening as he was in the previous game, and I'm going to say that, and then he's going to absolutely wreck my shit, but, you know. Oh, nice. Sanctuary is actually a really good option right away. And then you get Tetra Elements, and before it runs out, just barely before it runs out, but just before it runs out, you get the, whatchamacallit. I'm going to wait here because of, okay, the rock fall.
I'm good to go.
And you can just keep doing it and go from there. Oh, wait a second. Oh, good, he's throwing Gaius. That's fantastic. Thank you for getting the gun element immediately on him. That helps.
Follow me. It's over.
Oh, he missed with the water. Ah, it's okay. Only one more combo and he'll be dead anyway, so we'll just wait it out. Wait for him to come back up. And hitbox is open, so off we go again. Oh, he fell over, but that's okay. Grave can take care of that for us. Okay. Yeah, he fell over. So this is one of the problems, right? Is that Binding Sphere's hitbox is a little wonky in terms of what it does to people. So it can knock him over. It looks like somebody else knocked him over there specifically, but it can knock him over. Oh, I didn't use any food. Oh well. I guess I'm not too concerned about that. But yeah, it takes care of Hammerzam. Like I said, not really too difficult, that one. He's pretty tame, honestly, by comparison to what he was in the first game. First game was a lot harder to combo him, though, because he could basically, after like 7 or 8 hits, break out of it. But in this game, you can combo him very easily, so kind of knocks him flat on his ass when you do. And that is a good thing. What would I even want to eat? I guess I should probably start to get rid of some of my elemental ore stuff before we just run out of use for it. Because, yeah, pretty soon everybody's going to be done with their orbs. So I don't really need to worry about it for too much longer. Oh, I also off-screen when I was going and doing the stuff in Zagat Flood Meadow, I checked the
What an effective idea.
The mailbox
Leave
here.
it to the privileged elite to find a way to make their lives.
Mila, you might need therapy because you keep repeating that over and over again.
What? Anyone can post a job request? Why didn't you say anything sooner?
Because I'm starting to get scared of the fact that you keep repeating yourself like that. Like, it's starting to make me feel like you're not entirely all there in the head. Okay, so anyway, before we go and take care of Wind Racer, I'm actually going to have Gaius do this next one, because as I said previously, he has a fancy new sword that's Earth Elemental, and the next enemy, it also has a chance to stun enemies, and that stacks with Blunt Force. And the next enemy is weak to Earth, so it's a very solid investment. I'm going to move Leia out of the party for Elise, though, because this next guy can paralyze you, and I think he paralyzes you basically with every one of his attacks. So having Elise and access to Dispel will be very good for all of us. And I'm just going to set things up like that, I think. No, I'll leave it the way it is, because she's going to be in the 3rd slot anyway, pretty soon. Let me double check our Allium Orb stuff. I don't think we have anything going on at the moment. Nope, you're still working your way up. You're going to be doing that for a while, and you're not quite there yet either. And neither are you. Well, you might get there by the time we're through Katamar Heights. I'll just keep an eye on my stuff to see if she enhances that art when we get through there. And then we'll go from there. Alright, but anyway, next one is in Katamar Heights. We'll start at Drellin. And then we'll head straight to Wind Racer and beat him up. I don't remember what his level is, but I think he's a bit higher on the level. I remember him having pretty high Iron Stance by comparison to a lot of the enemies. I don't know why. Usually they have higher Iron Stance like that because they're at a higher level, and so it's tougher for you to break through. That will be the case for one of the elite monsters that we fight today, because his level, even with, I thought that his level was like 61 or something, because that was just the number that was sticking in my brain. But no, his level is significantly higher than even our current level, which is surprising to me, because I figured he almost just juked me by not doing anything, that guy. this Polwiggle wins by doing absolutely nothing. But yeah, I kept thinking, okay, 61, that sounds about right for his level. No, his level is higher. It is definitely higher than that. Now, if we can get up to level 55 before we fight Sienna Bronc, that would be nice, but I don't really see it. Well, I guess it might happen. It depends on how many enemies we end up fighting in Barnauer and in Arkland Quag. So we might get there. But we'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm not in any real rush or hurry in any of this stuff, so it's just kind of like, okay. The way that I figure, I predict at this point that this stream is going to, this project, Xillia 2 as a whole, is going to take between 24 and 25 streams to beat. There's still a decent chunk of game left. So, because of the fact that I'm not in any excessive hurry, and I know for a fact that we're not going to finish this game up before Halloween, the week of, and the plan of action, by the way, in case anyone isn't aware, is that during the week of Halloween, I'm basically going to... Oh, good. I'm basically going to stop playing this for the whole week, and I'm going to play Infamous Festival of Blood to kind of capstone the Infamous duology with its... Not really third game, it's more like a DLC. Ah, there's our Wind Racer. Because it's made in Infamous 2's engine, it's just like a fully fledged DLC that's completely separate from the game itself. Yeah, so we're going to play that during the week of Halloween. And then once we're done with that, we will come back to this one, we'll finish this up, and then once we're finished with this, we'll move to the next game that I have planned. Alright, Wind Racer, you're blocking an elemental ore that might be enough to get Muse to her next, to the end of her rope here. Okay, well, that's not Muse, so she'll probably just get it from this battle. But Elise is done with Gale, so I guess I can switch her onto Peak with that. And is this level 4? Yeah, so usually if that you see level 4 there, that probably means that she'll be done with it at about 12,000 something. And that makes sense because all of her other ones are up at like 15,000. So because of that, Elise is almost done. So it looks like Jude and Alvin are going to be catching up to everybody by the time this is all over with. Actually, Jude might finish Recumbent Wolf level 4 by the time this is over, and then we can swap him off to probably just Cavern, and then switch him to Waterfall once he's done with that. With Alvin, there's a little bit more involved, and he'll definitely get this done as well from this fight, so. And you'll get this done from this fight as well. Okay, but yeah, again, plan of action, there isn't really a huge plan. I'm basically just going to have Gaius beat him up, and I'm going to probably have Elise use Dispel immediately. So, okay, excuse me, Polwiggle. I have a date with this gigantic horse instead of you. So, heck right off, I guess. Now, I can check this guy's level and see if... I mean, I guess he's got a lot of HP. No, he's 52, so his Iron Stance shouldn't be that high, especially considering I've got, like... You know, Elise, why don't you go ahead and cast Dispel while I do other things? Okay. But yeah, see how he just went through it despite me having level 3 stuff there? So I can't Swallow Fury him like this, so... But I'd like to Swallow Fury him. I mean, it's not really a big deal, it's just something you gotta deal with, I guess. What's... Oh, Pale Ghost is up. But yeah, see how it just seems to go right through him? I think it's because I'm not hitting his weak spot, which is his head, so... Yeah, I'll just wait.
Come and get me.
We're getting some damage off.
Let us attack together! Link Pillar! Phalanx! Link Pillar! Join me!
I did this again.
Phalanx! Prepare yourself.
And
My
smack
sword
him the
flies
hell
out.
up with
The
this.
one blade to vanquish evil.
It always is funny to me just watching the enemies fall into Gaius's mystic art.
No true strength.
I love how he's just all up and... Actually, you know, that kind of makes a lot of sense because there's like a skit that you get for doing a whole bunch of these where he basically calls this whole hunt for these elite monsters child's play. And everyone else is like, oh my god, that was so difficult. So, you know, this kind of makes sense, actually. Well, we've got 12 more battles to use that large tomato omelet on, so I guess that's cool. Got us a whole bunch of extra stuff there, too. Now, did we get enough to enhance everybody else's arts here? You're going to be a little while yet. Excuse me, you're pretty close to this one. Alvin did, in fact, get done with Aurora, so that's good. So I said I'd stick him on Bonfire for a little while until he gets up to that about that 12,500, and then I can stick him on Mega Lightning Bolt, which is right here. And that'll get him 2 in each, and that'll get him up there nice and even. But for now, we'll stick him on Bonfire because that'll get him up to where his wind is at the moment, and then we can go from there. Although, I would like to know, is that all he's got left in wind? Yeah, and it's actually not too far away, so maybe I'll just stick him in Gale for now, because Elise is done with it, and Muse's done with it as well. So maybe I'll just stick him in Gale, and just get him this all finished, because that should be pretty quick. And then just stick him on Bonfire, and he's done, so... And Muse is done, so we don't need to worry about that anymore. So Jude, sorry buddy, it looks like you're going to be the one bringing up to the back end of this, and considering the fact that your other stuff is capping out at 13,000 and 14,000, your water is probably going to take a while. Usually you have at least 2 things in the 16,000 range. So I don't know, we're probably just missing a few things, but that's okay. Anyway, that takes care of Wind Racer, so that's 2 down out of the 3 that I want to do. Next one is Fortune Stepper. It is in the final area, in the depths of the Titalian Abyss. And that will also take a little bit to go to, so we'll just use another Holy Bottle to get down there nice and quick. But I do want to specialize the party a little bit for this one, because I mentioned last time that you could probably do more with what we have for Rowan in terms of his spellcasting ability to turn him into an absolute monstrosity, a force of nature. And it turns out, yes, you can. So we're going to bring Rowan into the party, and we're going to play as him for the fight with Fortune Stepper, because Fortune Stepper has the unfortunate problem of moving around fairly slowly. Actually, there's a couple of problems. He moves around the battlefield fairly slowly, and he's a caster. And you can actually take care of both of those things by spell spamming him, like you did with a lot of the large monsters in Xillia 1. However, in this game, you have power combos that you can also rely on. And, well, I can show you. I think I can show you anyway. Because I set Rowan's arts a little bit different. This is probably, I think, the same as it was, but I swapped air pressure, I think it was, for Rock Waltz, and I swapped up Blue Sphere for Tightening Chains. The reason why we want Tightening Chains is because it is used in both the Stop Flow and Witchcraft Link Arts. And in the case of Link Arts for Witchcraft, it reduces your allies' casting times and increases the enemy's casting times. And with a party that is stacked with 3 casters like this, like the only other party that would have another caster would be if we stuck Mila in here instead of, I don't know, maybe Elise. With this party like this, it's Spell Spam 2.0, basically. We'll be doing Spell Spam 2.0. And as a result of that, I'm probably going to set Elise and Muse both to Spirit Arts only for right now. Luger I'll probably set to protect himself, and then Rowan can just kind of do his thing, and we'll just move from there. Oh, and I gave him the intelligence ring as well. It's not, I don't think it's particularly necessary in this case, but I'm going to use it anyway, just for the hell of it, so. Alright, so with that, let's head off to the Titalian Abyss, and we will Holy Bottle our way through, and then show off just how ridiculously powerful Rowan can become with the right setup. Now, it doesn't work on every fight. It's especially ineffective if you can't break the enemy's Iron Stance, which is a problem in situations like what we're going to face with Sienna Bronc later today, where if they just have too much Iron Stance, they'll walk right through all of his spells and then interrupt him by attacking him. You can micromanage that with the Grace skill, because the Grace skill prevents you from being interrupted when casting. But Rowan doesn't really have the HP for that, so I mean, it's nice. I think I have it equipped, and if I don't, it's probably going to get equipped as soon as he gets enough SP for it, but yeah, it doesn't really work out all that well for him. I did, however, equip a different skill that I wanted to make use of, because we've got all these extra speed casts and everything like that in here as well. We've got Chain Spell, which reduces our casting time based on combo count, but the one that I equipped was Tetra Spell, and that should sound familiar because Kronos used this against us. It works exactly, well, very similarly to how Kronos used it, where he basically could put the 4 basic elemental arts together with no delay. He used them all at once. In our case, we can use them one after the other with no cast time. It only works on basic level elemental arts though. So Splash, Rock Trine, Wind Lance, and Fireball. Anything above that level and it doesn't work. It would be nice if they told you this in the actual info, but that's how it works. It doesn't work on anything else. But with Chain Spell in place, we can get some good hits off. Excuse me. We can get some good hits off with those 4 basic arts by casting them with no cast time, and then immediately follow them up with more advanced level ones that have a decent cast time, but are going to be reduced in terms of their cast time, both because of the speed cast he's got equipped, because of Witchcraft, and because of Chain Spell. So with all 3 of those in place, Rowan will be casting very quickly. I think that's pretty obvious, but Rowan will be casting very quickly by the time this is all over. And it will, well, don't blink in the Fortune Stepper fight that we're going to get to in about a minute here. Because if you blink, you might miss it. That's how fast we're going to be casting for this guy, just to give you an idea. Now, I'm going to say that here, and then immediately get my ass whooped, because that's just how these things work, but I tested this off screen to see just how quickly we could cast by the time it all is said and done, and it gets kind of ridiculous. Like, to the point where when I did it off screen the couple of times, Fortune Stepper really didn't get to move much at all, let alone do anything even remotely threatening. So we'll see if we have that kind of luck this time or not. Now, did I? Okay, I did. I moved down. I wasn't sure if I moved down a save file, because I was like, oh, I don't know if I did that. I probably should do that to make sure I don't, like, overwrite it and then, you know, have a problem where the episode, like when I played Final Fantasy Legend 2, where I accidentally deleted the stream and we had to play the whole section of the game again. That's why I make backup saves, because sometimes these things happen. It's a freak accident, but it happens. Better to be prepared for it. Alright, so everyone's allium orbs are still good. You're still working on peak. Still got a ways to go. You're done with your light. Okay, so now you're just working on that. 13,588. So do I stick you on... No, not Glacier. If I had a different undertow, I could probably stick you on that, and that would work pretty well. But, I guess we'll just stick you on Cavern until you get Blunt Fang done, and then we'll move you to Waterfall, so that way that's all taken care of. And you've still got a ways to go here, but you should get it pretty shortly. Basically, because of the large tomato omelet that we had, we're going to get some good ore out of this battle, but also we'll get some out of a lot of the fights we do in Barnhour, so... Ideally, it'll take us 11 battles in Barnhour to finish finding all of the 1 star's worth of all of the monsters that are there, the monster types. And then if we manage that one, that should make our life a lot easier in terms of... because then I can use something else for Crudicide. It's just a little tiny frog this time. He's lost a little weight since... Did we see this guy in the first game? We saw something similar, I think. Oh. Alright, first things first, link up with Muse. Get this going. We'll start tightening chains up. And we don't have a, whatchamacallit, so I guess we'll just kind of do these for a little bit. Until we get the hell out of here first. He brought in a guy, but that's okay. if you can build it all the way up. Yep, there we go. Now we witchcraft. And then once we're done, we get the extra casting time, and we just sort of annihilate him from here. Okay, Wind Lance isn't going to hit from here, so we just sort of do some of this. I lost it. That's okay. I don't know if that was necessary, but sure, why not? So he'll change his weakness over time, but just keep casting. And it'll all work out. Especially now that I'm aimed towards him. Oh, that's why, because I lost all my AC. Okay, that makes sense. And down he goes. So now we just take care of his friends, and we're good. Okay, got him.
It's tough carrying stuff around all the time.
You sure said it.
Luger's lucky he has no weight on his shoulders.
Hey Tanim, how you doing? Welcome back. We were spell spamming just there, nuking the shit out of a teeny tiny little golden frog. Did he deserve it? No, probably not, but, well, the monster calling list told me to call the monster, so I called the monster. And Rowan can cast really, really fast now because of all of the extra prep that we did to make it so that he can cast really fast.
We sure have brought down a lot of these elite monsters.
Oh, here's that skit that I was talking
Yeah,
about.
the first time I laid eyes on one, I thought we were doomed.
But somehow we did it!
We took care of this. This all sounds really bizarre considering we just absolutely annihilated Fortune Stepper.
I, for one,
but, you
don't
know.
like them one bit. They're so big and disgusting.
What about the last
They're
one?
elite gross!
You know, if you were that size, you'd be pretty gross too.
Damn, that's uncalled
How
for.
did this become about me?
What the hell?
Isn't true at all.
It is true. It's elite true.
Oh yeah? Well, you're an elite jerk.
How did this devolve so
This
quickly?
is flying out of control fast, Luger. Like
Yeah.
way out of control. Time to step in?
Yeah, what the hell, guys? After all we just did to beat the shit out of that monster, and this is what we're gonna talk about when we get back to town. Let's just go back to that teamwork. How about that?
Great point. Did you guys hear what Luger just said?
Probably not, but I'm trying.
The teamwork was hardly necessary. Elite monsters are on the level of something you'd hunt alone as a training exercise.
I mean, again, you're saying that, and I'd love to say that you weren't saying the same thing when we were fighting Wind Racer, but you literally were, because you were the only person not exhausted after that fight.
Yes, well, you're special, so stay out of this.
Yeah.
Will not. I have more to say.
Oh boy.
Tipo, if you were the size of a house, you would be all the more adorable.
Oh. Well, didn't see that coming.
House?
Think of the merchandising opportunities.
I've never thought of that before.
We would make mint.
Oh, wow.
My debt would be
Sounds like
gone.
a house like that? That's so cute. I would totally live there. Elise, Tipo, I was mistaken. I am so sorry.
I accept your apology.
You know, this works.
Matter decisively resolved.
Nice job.
That Gaius. Did he intend this outcome all along?
He had this whole thing in hand right from the beginning. It's almost like the argument was staged. To be fair, it was. This is a video game. Every argument is staged. I mean, it's framed organically within the context of the video game, but it's all staged because unless they're ad-libbing the voice actors, which in this case they're not. So, doing okay? Hope you are as well. Yes, I'm doing pretty good, Tanim. Just, you know, working on this stuff. I've got almost no schoolwork left to do at the moment, but this is like the calm before the storm because I have a total of 4 midterms and a proficiency exam to do over the course of the next 3 weeks? Yeah, that sounds about right. So, excuse me. At the very least, it's all spread out, but I do have a lot to do over the next little while. It's just... So this is like the calm before the storm, I guess. Because the storm will be the next few weeks when I'm doing all that. But I'm not really too concerned about it. It's not really, like... I don't think it's going to be anything that's super difficult. And one of them is an online one, so I can kind of just work at it at my leisure. So I'm going to work on that this week just to minimize the amount of work I have to do this weekend. And then a couple of exams next week. One of the exams on Halloween, so that's going to be fun. I'm going to do an exam and then come home and stream after that because I have a Halloween special planned. And then the proficiency test is a week after Halloween. So wish you luck. Thanks. Appreciate it. I'm not concerned, honestly. I did pretty well in the other exams. And I'm not trying to get cocky about it, but I've got a good study plan, so I'll just keep doing what I did for the first couple of exams I've already had, and I think we'll be good. Alright, so let's just grab the main 4, which we already have. We'll head back to... I'm just going to go straight to Barnauer High Road, actually, because that's our next destination. So we'll just go here, and then we'll go from there. So Crudis Eye is actually off in that direction over there, so if we go through that exit there, and then we wander down to... There's a cliff that you can climb over there, and then that's where he is. So we'll...
Is there actual tomato in this? Not ketchup?
Yes.
The care put into this dish by its chef is evident.
Well, thank you, because I'm usually the one that does all the tomato work. Hell, I basically taught the chef at the station how to use tomato and minestrone, so, like... Yeah, again, that's one of those things. It's another missed opportunity for this game. It feels weird to be like, okay, so the main character is a really good cook, but you don't cook anything. And it's bizarre because other Tales games have had you cooking things, so like... What? Oh yeah, I didn't reset strategies for everybody before I did this. Oh, okay, everybody in this party's fine, so... Just give him a nice quick freeze after that deep burn from sunlight that he just received.
Very well done.
Okay.
That got me pumped.
Now we're probably going to have a little bit lower TP and maybe a little lower HP than usual while we're doing all this because, well, we're, you know, we're not using fruit and cheese and all that stuff, but, yeah, it'll be fine. We'll be good. I don't feel like I'm supposed to have seen what I just saw. That looked like an Axe Peak mating ritual, and I don't think I want to think about that anymore.
Try slashing it.
Energy shackle. Energy shackle. Very well done.
Okay. So you don't mind that very much.
What the heck?
Yeah, okay, falling snow is the only one in there. Got it. My god, they unlinked as a result of that little blunder there. There you go. Now that's gonna get resisted, but I can just do this. Okay, cool.
Finish them.
So I keep getting finishing the enemy off before I finish the sword combo, so I can't swap over to the guns and start doing stuff like arc fire and all that. Oh well. It works. And just like that, we've already taken care of one of the types of monsters here. Now granted, 2 of them aren't really monsters. They're soldiers that have deserted the army, so that's a little different, but, you know, it's fine. Also, you can just have your regular sword back. We don't need the Earth Sword at the moment, even though it has good stun rates. As long as you take those steps to prepare and not last-minute study, you'll be fine. Learn that you can't freak yourself out on the day or you will, yeah, impact what you already did. Yes, yeah, that's correct. And I've learned that over time because I've been in school before this, so it's like, yeah, I try not to leave anything for last minute now, if possible. It just seems like not such a good idea. Lucy, I'm home. Alright, but in any case, Lucy is not a cat that we have a mission for, so that means there's another cat here somewhere. Actually, I think you resist.
My apologies.
Also, the other guys are casting stuff. Where'd they go? Oh, okay. None of that shit. Try to get the casters out of here so we don't get paralyzed, because getting paralyzed sucks. Got it, Leia? Now those guys are pretty easy to beat though, because they just sort of they have a weakness to slash and to blunt. So like you can very easily start a weakness combo with them if you do that. So.
All right, feeling good, feeling great.
Yeah, the soldiers around here drop rare metal, so if you didn't get enough of it from doing Chapter 10, you can get some more from here. So it's a rare drop. I mean, obviously it's rare metal, but it's okay. It's not really that rare. Fight so many of them, I wouldn't be surprised if you got enough of them. Oh man, both lose sticks. Now we're not looking so good in terms of our luck there. All right, so we don't need the whatchamacallit. We don't need the antler beaks because we already took care of them. Also got quite a few of the deserters in that fight between both of them. So that's the second and third. Actually, I think we got a couple of the scorpions as well. So from the other fights that we did. And the other nice thing is that by going in that hole, I basically just respawned all of these guys, so that's cool. Now this is probably going to be a 3-link with a monster that we don't need, but I mean, at least we got some of the scorpions in there as well. I didn't have any shackles in there. Okay, that's fine. Oh, wait a second. Sir, can I help you?
Energy shackles! Energy shackles! Evil spirit! Phalanx!
I'll go do that again.
Phalanx!
Because of Was that necessary? No. That guy died in the first 2 hits, but...
Very well done.
Sir, that lemon gel's not going to do you any good. Your friend is already dead.
Don't treat me like a kid.
Yes, ma'am. Alright, well, we got a whole bunch of stuff out of that battle, so that's good. We've seen all 4 of the monster types at this point. And honestly, it'll probably be exactly like what I said. If we find the right number of monsters here, it'll probably be exactly like what I said before I ended the last stream, where we'll basically get done with all of them on this one screen, and then after that, we're just running through Barnhour to find treasure and stuff. I mean, we got 8 scorpions left, 10 of these guys, 11 of these guys. So I guess there's a little more than I was making it sound like, but not that many. Alright, you come with me, sir. There we go. Alright, I don't want the deserter. I want the spirit core deserter. And I want him again. I'll make it my mission. Go beat these guys up. Nice thing about Evil Spirit is that it automatically projects you towards the enemy that you're attacking. It's kind of similar to how Swallow Fury does that for Gaius. So. You can kind of just do this and end up exactly where you need to be.
We were so awesome.
Well, still working that tomato omelet good, so. But I'd rather meet death with a lemony, fresh taste, yeah. I mean, I suppose if your breath is a little fresher when you head to the gates of judgment, maybe the devil will be a little more lenient. I mean, at least you're presentable, you know? Like, most people don't go to death presentable. He's like, I'm just gonna come as I am, mostly because I didn't expect to die right now. Oh, good, 5 of these guys in one fight. That's nice. Actually, where's my guns? Shoot him point blank in the head. That's not a war crime or anything.
Follow my lead. I
I'll
guess
just
so.
walk out of the way there. There you go. I believe Phalanx, basically what it does is it has a high chance to stun the enemy. I can't do my normal thing here. It works really well all the time. Okay, Sunburst works.
This is my power.
That will do what we need it to do. Yeah, I can't kick that guy and break his guard more easily because he has resistance to strike attacks, so that means he won't get guard broken as easily by strike attacks. Okay, so you're not quite done with this yet because... Probably because you need more of that in order to do something in Waterfall later. Okay, that's fine. And you are also done with this for now, so I guess I'll stick you on Bonfire and I'll stick you on Waterfall, and then we'll come back to those once we're done with all of these. How about that? And then we'll know a little bit better about what everything needs to be. You, however, are almost done with this because that's that, and then you don't have anything else after that, so then you'll be done with almost everyone else. I'm not really too worried about Alvin and Jude. They'll catch up in terms of their Allium Orb later on. And they've got most of what I actually care for them to have at the moment anyway, so it's like, if they're not caught up, that's fine. A black egg. I would imagine that's a delicacy of some kind. Okay, so what are we missing here? We've still got plenty of scorpions to kill. Okay, 2 of you guys, 8 of you guys, and 8 of the scorpions. Because we haven't seen, like, hardly any of the scorpions. Let's see if we can link this guy with this Spirit Core guy. And then we'll try to get more of the Spirit Core guys after going through the hole there. So. Okay. He was close enough. I wasn't sure if he was going to be after the link there. I'll go after this guy. Whoa. Hold on. Hold the phone. What the hell just happened? Oh. My TV reset. Why? Why did my TV reset? I didn't press anything. Sorry, I know it's paused on the screen here, but my TV is not currently working. And these smart TVs, man, they're so... Maybe it's because it's updating. I don't know. It's not even my TV either. Probably that's what it was. It probably got an update of some kind and had to shut down and turn back on. And I should have signal again now. Okay, good. There we go. Back to it. Technical difficulties. Stand by. No, you don't have to stand by, Gaius. I've got the technical difficulties taken care of now, so.
I don't get it. Now we're getting it.
Rock on!
Still seems weird that
The future shall be forged with our blades.
still seems weird that you get demonic chaos out of hunting Phoenix, but I guess I do project a little, well, projectile when I use it, so that's probably why. More black eggs. You know, those are probably antler beak eggs, aren't they? Now that I think about it. I mean, there's nothing else around here. Well, I guess scorpions could lay eggs, I think. Actually, excuse me, I don't know that for sure. I'm not a biologist, so I shouldn't make that assumption. But, I would assume that the black eggs are from the antler beaks. I mean, there's wild bird eggs, so those could be the antler beak eggs, but I don't know. What was I going to check? Let's see. So we got these guys done. We need 5 more of these guys and 8 more of the scorpions. And I didn't see any scorpions on this map at the moment. So let's just get these 2 casters, and then we'll see if we can find some scorpions on the next map. Because between these, okay, well, this one only has 1 spirit core guy in this wave, so that's a little unfortunate, but, well, you know. Ouch. Oh, wait. Make him drop his lemon gel. No lemon freshness. I'll take that.
Don't treat me like a kid.
Yes, ma'am. You and I are partners. Okay, so we'll still look for those guys again. Since we definitely didn't get very many of them in that one fight. It was mostly battle core guys. Okay, I mean, I guess we got 3, so I guess I can't be too mad. I mean, I wouldn't get mad about it anyway. Like, with the that's a waste of energy. But oh, another black egg. This one in a chest. I wonder if the jet black feather trader put that there from the first game because he's like, well, I collected all the feathers, so now I just collect the eggs. Seems like a weird place to put an egg anyway, but, you know. Alright, still only 1 spirit core guy. Again, it's unfortunate, but it happens, I guess. Oh, okay. I must have frame perfected pressing square there, actually, to get the Mystic Art, because hang on.
Luger is good, but L is the best. Hell yeah!
Oh, who taught this kid that word? It was probably me, wasn't it? Damn it. I know, she was saying L, yeah. But in order for her to know the proper context of that expression, she had to know the first version of it, which is hell yeah. And again, that's probably my fault. Damn it. Okay, again, only 1 spirit core guy, but that's the last one we need, so. You know, that step forward with Hunting Phoenix is really nice, actually. Oh yeah, that's right. I keep pressing R1 like I'm gonna do Crimson Fury or something. I just have muscle memory from the old part of the game, I guess. But yeah, that's not really gonna help us in this case. Because I don't have Crimson Fury even equipped anymore, so. It is a good art. I'm just not using it for Luger's combo. Sometimes I have a hard time in both of the Xillia games getting the enemies to stay where I want them to stay when they go up in the air. By the way, there's Krudasai up there, so we'll go take care of him in a minute. First, let's take care of some scorpions. Then we'll go take care of him once we get the scorpions done.
Get ready.
And after this, we're probably going to do some, probably some fruit and cheese, honestly. He also still hit me with guarding thrust from behind. That's unfair. I was gonna say, we should have him in a second. I don't think I need to link her just yet. Okay, that's the end of our tomato omelet, the large one. We've still got some more stuff for elemental ore purposes, but we don't need to worry about that too much. As a matter of fact, with Elise having enhanced that art, is she done? No. Okay, she still needs more for Tipo Trampoline. Okay, that's fine. I'm not really too concerned about that. So it's still U3. Charge armor. Avoid staggering during a charge or 5 seconds afterwards. I mean, that's a lot of SP, but that's not a bad ability to have either. So, but yeah, like I said, we'll get Alvin up to his, so that his wind and fire are equal. And then we'll just stick him on Mega Lightning Bolt for the remainder. Because once we get him to that point with his wind stuff, it shouldn't be too difficult to finish him up, because he's already got 2 things that are above. I mean, I stuck him on Earth for so long, it's at 19,000. That was definitely more than he needed. So, hey Marie, how you doing? Welcome back. Hellfire, never get over that being an art name. Yeah, it seems like a very strange art name, all things considered, but yeah, that's Alvin's arcane art. So, you missed Rowan casting like a maniac. We used it to fight Fortune Stepper in the Tatalian Abyss earlier. We already beat 3 out of the 6 elite monsters that are currently available to us on the thing, and Crutus Eye on Barnour High Road is actually up there. I'm just trying to take care of the other monsters that we need for the 1-stars in the bestiary first before we go fight him. So we'll go fight him in a minute. We mostly I think we just need scorpions now, if I remember correctly. So we just gotta find any scorpions we can. There's one! Right over there! Hang on, let me just look at how many we need. We fought 2, so I think we need 6. Yeah, okay. Not too many. Now, if all goes well in the fight with Crutus Eye, I'm probably going to use a fruit yakisoba, especially if we get into... Speaking of which, I'm going to use something real quick. Just probably a small minestrone should be good enough. We shouldn't need too many more of these scorpions to finish up. And then, basically, if all goes well with the Crutus Eye, we should be able to knock him out. He's about our level in terms of... like stats and everything else. I think he's actually slightly above us. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think so. And the trouble with him is that he hits really friggin' hard. Kind of similarly to how Wind Racer hit really friggin' hard. But, guys, you say that about all the swords that you show us. But, if all goes well, we should be able to just kind of combo him to death with Luger before he starts doing anything ridiculous, because he's another, he's kind of like a palette swap of the Veywind, is it the Veywind Eye, I think was the one that was, like that had the, it didn't have the proboscis, the needle in its mouth that it can use to drain your blood. So, the first one that we fought, not the second one. Okay, 3 scorpions, that's good. Because there's a convenient hole directly over there, so... God, that kick is so good. And there goes both of them.
Follow my lead.
Okay, Minestrone's gone, that's okay. And, okay, scorpions are also done. Good. So that's all the monsters that we need to fight here on Barnour High Road. So now, well, we go fight Crutus Eye. And then, once we've fought Crutus Eye and defeated him, we can basically just walk around the rest of Barnour, find all the treasure, avoid all the monsters, and just head back to Fenmont after that, because after that is... Oh, and by the way, yeah, the Spirit Climb works exactly how it did. Excuse me, I'm trying to talk about the sky here, Antlerbeak. Get the fuck out of here. But the Spirit Climb works exactly the same in this game as it did in the first game, where it slowly goes from day to night as you get further away from Fort Gun Valley. In our case, we are getting closer to Fort Gun Valley, so it's going to go from night to day. So it's kind of like the opposite of what it did in the first game. Oh, good. Oh, no, I don't think that wakes up. I think that was Rending Quake, actually.
Hey, you did it! I guess you're not too bad.
Right, Guy's got a level. That's good. Oh, and also he got to level 55, and he gets one of the best skills in this entire game, TP Reversal, as a result of getting to 55. Everybody else will get that in approximately 3-ish hundred experience. So we'll probably get everybody their level before fighting Crutus Eye because of level restore, and then all I'll have to do is restore Gaius rather than everybody else. But TP Reversal, let's go take a look at it. Here it is. It's 8 SP, and it restores 50% of your last TP consumption every time you use TP. That's nuts. Like, that is an absurd boon. to our TP management. We probably won't need to do nearly as much TP management because you basically just cut the cost of your arts in half. So that's incredibly good. It will help us for quite a long time now after this. There you go. Wow, not encounterlinking trash today must be special. Oh, it was just because the scorpion was the only thing I needed still to get 1 star in the book. I think we have 1 star in all the monsters now, so... I'm sorry, who thought that wouldn't be broken? Evidently not the Tales of Xillia 2 team, because here it is inside the video game. But yeah, it's really nice for your TP management, so... Yeah, okay, see, we've got all the monsters done now. I think I will encounterlink this next one if it's like a scorpion in this guy, because... It's not a scorpion in this guy. Because I want to make sure that I get enough experience to get to level restore range. So maybe I'll do one up by Crudicide, because we don't have to fight Crudicide immediately up here. I think there's a couple of monsters between us and him. Yep. And a couple of them are already angry at me, so that's a good thing. Because it means they'll get here faster. So I can do this and then just restore Gaius and go forward. I kind of want to see how much Gaius's TP management changes now that he's, doing what he just did. Now, it's not a fast thing. It's not immediate. You restore it over time, but still, it's a significant boon to your ability to maintain TP. Your guard does nothing against evil spirit.
So, thought you could stop me, huh?
Yeah, everybody else got a level out of that one, which is good, because again, now all I gotta do is give Gaius, I think, 1 apple gel and 1 or 2 orange gels, and he's done. Now everybody else gets TP reversal,
You better not underestimate me.
including the rest of our party in reserve. So that'll be nice. It'll be very nice, especially for when we fight Sienna Bronc, because, Jesus Christ. But we'll talk about that when we get to Sienna Bronc, which again, might be today, might not. We'll see. You're all level restored, so that's fine. I need to buy more orange gels, but that's also fine. You're 2 off. I'm okay with that, honestly. I'm fine with it. Alright, Fruit Yakisoba time. It's not that this fight is difficult enough to warrant me needing Fruit Yakisoba, but I would prefer just absolutely annihilating this guy because we've mostly annihilated everyone else. Oh, by the way, when we get to Jeandu today, after we're done with Muse's episode 1, we're going to Jeandu to do Jude episode 3. There's also a bridge in Jeandu that's fairly straight, and everyone in the party and in the reserves has the alternate dash ability now. So I'll be showing everyone's dash and also everyone's alternate dash in case anyone didn't know what all those looked like. I don't know what all those look like. I've never seen any of the alternate dashes in this game except, I think, Rowan's. So it'll be a learning experience for me too. And we'll see how it goes. I don't need bottled efficacy anymore, so you can take that right off. And TP reversal a go-go. And then you also get TP reversal. But yeah, it's a slow return on TP investment, but honestly, it's not even all that bad. It really works pretty well. Especially it works well if you have mind reversal as well, which I'm not sure. Okay, Luger probably doesn't have mind reversal, but somebody like Mila... Yeah, she has mind reversal, and that gives you back 3% of your last damage taken as TP, which combined with TP reversal means that she'll be casting, like, a lot. Again, actually makes her a pretty good tank, even without energy barrier and energy armor, because I tested these, by the way. You don't get TP back from guarding anymore, which makes it kind of not as good as it could be. I mean, it would probably be broken if you still got TP back after guarding, and you could reduce damage by 50% for 6 TP, 6 minus whatever you would get from each guard, so like usually 6 minus 1, so you'd reduce 50% of damage, all damage, in exchange for about 5 TP. It's not as good as it could be. I mostly use guarding to get a little bit of TP back, so it's not as good as it could be, but it's not bad either. So if she's taking the heat, she now has impregnable guard, so her guard will never be broken, so all she would need to, the only thing to break it would be grabs or throws or anything like that. Basically anything that ignores guard. And then she'll get TP back, and she'll get TP back. So now she's a very proficient caster. That's the point. Let's see here. Probably the same developer will realize this is the same world a second time that you are visiting. Yes, that's true. Do you think they think you'd be bored exploring the same world? Some people, at least. I mean, fair, but shiny and broken toy wouldn't make the world more interesting, would it? Someone said, yep, I guess so. Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind exploring the whole world again in this game because it's from the perspective of a character. I know we playing the game have already seen this world once, but it's from the perspective of a character who hasn't seen the world at all. And also it's from the perspective of a character whose agency in terms of exploring these parts of the world is entirely directed by the player. It's a refreshing take on these high road sections that in the first game were barriers to story, basically. Now they're not they're barriers to story, but they're barriers to story that you as the player have direct control over, especially once poker unlocks, because you could choose to go to all these places, or you could just play poker for an hour, and then you can move on to the next section of story. So I like it better in this game. I find it refreshing by comparison to the first game, but that could literally just be me huffing copium about having to explore these places a second time. I don't know. It's kind of hard to disconnect that from the player control that you have here. But, you know. Anyway, so let's go fight Krudasai now. I'll quick save while we're here just because we did a lot since the last time we saved. Yeah, I don't know. I prefer the way that this game handles its high roads, even though they're the same high roads. And I think it helps a little bit that we broke up the duology slightly with another game. You know, that probably makes a little bit of a difference. So, I probably should have broken it up with a few more games, honestly, but whatever. Alright, Luger, what weapon are you on? Oh, okay. Alright, back to this. We're going to power charge 3. I'm going to switch to Leia as well. Yeah, he inflicts quite a bit of damage, so... Oh, shit. I lost it. Hold the phone. Oh, good, Mass Devour. I don't know what the hell that does, but I don't want any part of it. Okay, I think Mind Collapse might not be such a good idea. I think it's too slow. I lost it again. Damn it. What are you weak to, anyway? Okay, you're strong against slash and guns. So that might be part of the problem that we're having here. But you're weak to light, so that's kind of helpful. For my purposes. Okay, good, and we did that to him as well, so that's nice. Oh, that killed him. Okay. Well, I was gonna Mystic Guard him, but I didn't think he was that close to dead. Okay. I figured that was gonna take a little longer, but it didn't, so that's nice, I guess. We get 2 Nightshine Plumes for beating him, and I believe, if I remember from my notes, yeah, we actually needed those. So I could have the cats go and get more at this point, but I only needed 2, so I don't think we need to do that anymore. And that's actually all the rare items we'll need, other than there's one rare item that we can only get from the final dungeon, and it's like a rare drop from one of the gathering points, so it's a little bit annoying to get, but I'll do it off screen before the last episode. Why is Leia casting like it's Grace's and she casts faster at every art in her CC chain? Oh, so Leia gets access to Chain Spell as well, so her casting time is actually reduced every time she uses a combo, and that works in combination with physical arts. So if you use physical arts and then cast a spell, you still get the reduced casting time. It's much better than in Grace's, from what I understand, because that was not how it worked in Grace's. From what I understand, in Grace's, you didn't get that bonus. So it works better in this game. They basically took what happened in Grace's with the casting with Chain Spell, because I think Chain Spell was... I don't know if it was just a mechanic in Grace's or if it was an ability, but they basically took what didn't work there and they directly improved upon it in this one. So that's why Leia's casting so fast. So, like, if you go back and watch the Odin fight, I actually did a full combo at one point in the Odin fight and then immediately cast Elemental Impulse afterwards, and her martial arts reduced the cast time of Elemental Impulse. So she could basically refresh her light element on her staff after every single combo, which gives her an element that she can't normally use. So, yeah, it's really nice. It makes Chain Spell a lot more user-friendly, I think, than it was. At least the impression that I get is that it was not as user-friendly in Graces, so... A little harder to use. We have 46 rare metal now.
Just after another. And we can totally just take this stuff, right? No one's gonna get mad?
I mean, they hid it in a cave, El. If they're gonna get mad, then they shouldn't be hiding it in places that I'm gonna explore anyway. You also consider my reward the actual gold drop from the monster. Yeah, and I mean, that's fair too. Yeah, they did. It was just built in for Graces. If you had a long AF chains, you could make the next spell you cast stupidly short. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, in this game you can do something similar. It's just, it's not dependent on a super long chain, and also it's not dependent on just, you know, casting. Like, you can cast spells and get a super short chain as well, but you don't have to just be reliant on spells to get that chain. You can do it with physical arts as well. And that's nice, because some characters are a little bit more inclined towards physical than they are towards special. Spirit arts, excuse me. I'm thinking of Pokemon. Physical, special. Okay, so it's just you two now. Okay, and you actually, but you're moving right along, and that'll be the end for your Earth, and you'll be done. So it's basically just you two I have to worry about now. And you're 3,000 off, so 1,000 off from 1,000, I gather, off from being caught up. So, and then you, we'll just catch you up in terms of water and dark, and then I'll probably just do those one at a time. So. All right, but the nice thing about going down and around where we did from where Krudasai was is that now we took care of the area that was kind of off on its own over there, the little part that's down. So now we can just raid everything that's in this screen by not going to the northwest region. But yeah, actually you can see it there with the sky. See how the sky was, it's dark here. I mean, it's green there, but it's dark there, and then it's brighter here. And it'll be brighter as we go towards Fort Gundala as well. We can't get through Fort Gundala just yet, though, unfortunately. It's still closed off to the public. Oh, good. More mysterious liquid. Didn't I have a cat that I was looking for on Barnauer High Road? That's Arklin Quag. The fort. Rumor has it he was sighted going into a hole in the southwestern area. Just a rumor, but check it out anyways. Which one are we in right now? This is central. That's probably southwestern over there, so I probably missed the hole, actually. Okay, well, we'll go back in a moment. Let's raid the rest of this, and then we'll go back. Probably not too much else left here to get, though. I got most of it already. Any treasures in these trees? No. Okay. Surprisingly empty section of field, devoid of all treasure. Despite what you might expect. Okay, I'll just go this way since I know that guy's coming for me. Is there any vines over here that I can use to get back up? I think there was. I should say are there vines. That would be grammatically correct. There are not, though, so instead of that, we'll just, what we'll do is we'll go through this next section, we'll raid the whole top section, and we'll go to Fort Gundala so we have access to the east and the west gate for when it opens up. I don't know which one has the cat near it, so, like, closest to it. The cat's inside Fort Gundala, but I don't know which one it is, so. Which side? Oh, okay. Yep, that's not gonna work. But this will use up my last, whatchamacallit. My last of that fruit yakisoba, so I can go buy more when we get a 10 mod. I wonder if, Laron's, inn, where Leia's parents work, I wonder if that has any, fancier food, because I remember that being the place you'd want to go in the end game to get a whole bunch of good food. But I don't know if it's available yet. Maybe we'll go check it out at some point. I probably should have done it when I went to Felghana Mine, but I didn't think about it, so... Oh well. It happens. Alright, now that I'm going into this cave... Let's see what I missed in chat. Ever seen a bunch of physical arts into a super fast indignation? Your AoE healer does that, yeah. That's very... It's a very interesting way to make a healer more playable. So, can make the same argument for a bank. Don't hide it in the bank when I'm gonna go there anyway. I mean, I guess, yeah, that's fair. That's a good point. And this was before the accelerate mechanic in the future arc. Yeah, I like your logic. The logic works indeed. How did a cat sneak into a military fort or base? I mean, I was under the impression that cats could get basically anywhere as long as they wanted to. So... That's my impression. I don't know how true that is, but you don't argue with a cat. It doesn't work out. Did I miss a treasure over by that hole? I think, yeah, there was one on the wall. I mean, you're not wrong, yeah. I don't know, I'm just, it's like, no, I'm not gonna... If Rollo can get, or Rollo or any of his compatriots can get inside of a military base, I don't feel like I'm in the right, position to argue or ask them how that works. I mean, it's like, if the King Cat orders it, then everybody else is just going to do what the King Cat says. There's no questions in this monarchy. This monarchy is absolute. Oh, I missed it again. Excuse me, Mr. Scorpion. Or Mrs. It's kind of hard for me to tell. I don't know what the difference is between a male and a female scorpion. I'm not a biologist. Can tell the difference between a hole in the wall, though, at least here, where it's bright enough for me to see it. This hole has nothing in it, though. Yeah, I probably don't need to keep checking this compulsively, honestly. I feel like it's probably fine. They've all got quite a ways to go yet, so we'll just check it later. I said we'll just check it later. Get your ears checked. Alright, so Fort Gondala first, then we'll come back this way and we'll drop down over there, and then we'll head for the southwest section, where we should find a hole with cannon in it. I was gonna say you might even find the cannon's core while you're at it, but, well, I'm not gonna get the core. I will get the collar. Core, not so much. That's a different game. You've seen cats open doors into rooms and pantries, yeah. Yeah, they're crafty, that's for sure. They'll get anywhere that their little hearts desire, that's for sure. Speaking of getting in anywhere, I actually had my advisement meeting today for my next semester's worth of classes. Got that all taken care of, schedule's basically all done. The professor that is the advisor is also, at the moment, being the foster parent for a therapy dog that the school has for one of its therapy centers. And he is the damn cutest thing. Let me tell you. Oh, boy. He's so chill, too. Like, he's just sitting in her office in the middle of a school building on the 3rd floor. And he's just like, I'm okay. I'll be fine. Just pet me every now and again. I'll be good. But yeah, we can't go inside because they're renovating the place. Gotta, you know, turn it into a not military facility anymore, since they don't need it for that. I mean, hell, Orda Palace got turned into a tourist attraction, so I guess that makes sense. I think the word you're looking for is evil, not crafty. I mean, yeah, I guess it just depends on how you look at it, right?
Hi,
Hello?
Luger. How's it going? It's Nova. Sounds like you're working hard out there, huh?
Not again.
It's been a pleasure working with you so far, and I look forward to working through the rest of your debt together. Hugs.
Are you going to send me this automated message every so often just to make sure I haven't blackmailed you to Vera yet? Because it's starting to get old, and you've only done it twice. She sent me that exact same message at the very beginning of the stream as well. So, alright, we're on the lookout for a hole. I were a hole in the wall, I wouldn't be near a loose stick. Yeah, it might be over here. I don't think I looked over here very well. It also might be to the left when I get up these vines, because I didn't look there very well either. Let's go look. Aha! Yeah, I definitely didn't see this one. In we go. Hello. You've got an interesting coat of paint on you there, Cannon. Yeah, that takes care of all the cats in here. This gets us 12,000 more gold, and we're not quite exactly near to our payment yet, but that's okay. Don't like how, you know, plenty of people who would send a message like Nova just did, yourself included. So that was you? That was you who sent me that message this whole time? I was thinking I did something wrong. Nah, I'm just messing. Do we go back to Triglyph to heal up? Or, you know, when in Fenmont, right? We'll stay at the Fancy Inn in Fenmont, because why the hell not? We might as well, right? I mean, it's not like you get the chance to do this very often. We'll stay in the fancy place. I've got enough money. Especially after this. Nova's about to call me, like, immediately, because here's 4 elite monsters we just beat. So how many points do I get out of this? Nice. And I mean, the 230,000 gold's not bad either, but the points are nicer. We still aren't at bronze medal, though. We still need to kill one of the larger monsters. And to be fair, Exoplasma will get us over the edge there to get us to bronze medal. So that's fine. I finished this one, so let's do that. So we got Traces of Kinship. These ones will get done as I'm doing Muse Episode 1. I'll take this now. And then we've got Hassle to Tatalian Abyss, which we'll be able to do after Jude Episode 3. We can't do these for this, and this for like 6 billion years because we don't get access to Silver Badge for a while. It's 2 more after we get the Bronze Medal, and if it took us 120,000 points to get from Bronze Seal to Bronze Medal, I don't even want to think about how long it's going to take us to get the Silver Badge. Like, Jesus Christ. This is ridiculous. Although, from what I understand, there is a really quick method in the post-game of getting a lot of points really quickly. And it might honestly just be because of the fact that everything is tradable in the post-game. Like, you could get something that says that they need 1 single beautiful feather, or 1 single beast dung, or 1 single iron sand, and it'll give you, like, 15,000 gold or something ridiculous like that in the post-game. And probably an equivalent number of points, which would be like 3,000 points. So, since you're going to have all that stuff burning a hole in your pocket anyway, I mean, you might as well, right? There's lots of ways to get lots of money in the post-game. It's not so easy in the not post-game, obviously, because they didn't want to break the economy as badly in this one. But, you know. I mean, I send hugs over messages and phone all the time. Look, the world needs more hugs, okay? Honestly, it does need more hugs. Yeah, that's fair. If we were all, you know, hugging each other a little bit more, I feel like the world would probably be a better place, so. Alright, so stay in the fancy place. Oh yeah, I gotta pay my debt to society
You've really
first.
been working your tail off.
Attempting to, yeah.
I know you don't have much downtime these days, but you've already repaid a lot of your loan. Try to relax a little.
I feel like I'm too far down the rabbit hole at this point, Nova. I don't think I can relax. I need to keep going. Oh, hang on, my phone. Hello?
This is the Department of Dimensional Affairs. We need you to return to Spirius as soon as possible.
Okay.
Again? You can't just order Luger around like that.
Actually, well, they can. I'm contracted now, so they can, in fact, order me around. It's part of my contract.
Agreed.
Yeah.
We have located the final waymarker. Do hurry.
Oh, okay. Well.
The final waymarker? Come on, Luger, you gotta get moving.
Now who's ordering who around here? Anyway, yeah, so we gotta head back, and we will do that in a moment. Nova's secret. Oh boy. Truth comes out. Phone ringing again. Hello?
Vera here. Do you have a free moment? I was hoping to discuss a matter of a personal nature.
Uh-huh.
A private call?
Stop.
Well. When did you two get so close?
No, both of you stop it right now.
We'll step away so you can speak in peace.
Please do, so I can stop being teased while attempting to talk to my, well, basically my
Please
boss.
don't. I would like all of you to hear this.
Okay, never mind.
I understand that Nova has revealed highly personal information about me. In
Oh, boy.
retaliation, I would like to divulge some of Nova's private secrets.
Oh, she found out.
Revenge doesn't get served much colder than this.
Yeah,
I
but...
don't know that it would be appropriate for us to hear a young lady's secrets.
You know, honestly, I agree with Rowan. Although, honestly, even more honestly, it's more or less that you don't have to stoop to her level, Vera. Like, why would you bring yourself down to that level of pettiness? What's the point? Don't do it. It's not worth
Yeah,
it.
Luger's right. Nova didn't mean you any harm.
She didn't?
Not even tempted,
I guess
huh?
she didn't.
Mighty noble of you.
Oh, I can't believe you blew a chance to get dirt on Nova.
I mean, what did you think I was going to do? Blackmail her out of my debt with it?
You're wise beyond your years.
That's not how that works.
Truly, nothing good is born of revenge.
Nova's not even the boss of that bank.
You are correct. In the heat of anger, I was about to do something foolish.
Never works to do something foolish in the heat of anger. I mean, sometimes it does, but mostly in video games only.
Revealing her credit card numbers, bank account details, and GHS user history? What was I thinking?
Oh.
Please forget this ever happened. I apologize for wasting your time.
Uh-huh. Remind me not to get on her bad side.
Yikes. There's private secrets and then there's that.
Yeah.
I'm ever so glad we chose not to ask.
Same here. Well then. Yeah, he met his match finally, that Kurutasai. Yeah, some of the NPCs that have the red text in town will talk to you about the elite monsters if they're in a place that's nearby. So, in that case, well, he was. Is there anything here that I fruit yakisoba, that's basically all I need. I'm not even going to buy another minestrone because I don't think we're going to need it, honestly. So there's that, and then... Is there a skit? I think there's a skit if you use a Mabo curry, so I might just use that right now. I'm not sure if I need the soda rice all that badly. It's 30% more EXP, and whatever. Just get rid of it. Like I said, I think you can buy some better food from the inn in Loran, so we'll just see if we can go there and buy stuff like spicy chicken rolls if we need it. And then we'll go from there. Yeah, let's use the Mabo curry just to see if it gets us... I remember there being a skit based on Mabo curry, because I think it's right in the title. So, let's just see. Why not? It's not like I'm going to do anything else with it anyway. Yeah, there we go. Who's Mabo curry? Mabo curry? I barely know him.
Elle, is it true what I've heard? Luger's Mabo curry is light on the spice?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's L style. It's pretty good.
Has to be sweeter.
I see. Well, that sounds like something even I could enjoy.
Hold! Luger, the Mabo curry you made for Elle looks quite tasty, but I would very much enjoy trying your spicy adult recipe. And I do mean 4-star spicy.
I mean, you asked for it if you want it.
Piling on spice hardly makes something an adult recipe.
Actually, considering the fact that Rowan is like 90, he probably needs that spice in order to taste anything at all.
Luger, is there any way I could convince you to make the adult version next time?
I mean, only for you. Okay, for you and Gaius.
Both of us?
Now, I know Rowan's doing this just to get a rise out of Gaius. He already has the potato spirits thing from Drellin. This is just another thing he can use to hold over Gaius, but... who do I want to piss off the least? Sure, I don't see why not would piss off Elle and Gaius. I think I'll stick to Elle style would just piss off Rowan. I mean, I don't think he'd be pissed. I think he'd just... You know what? I'll make something else for Gaius and Elle. How about that?
Oh, that would be delightful. Just imagining the hot pepper and star anise flavors in a proper spiced curry blend. I'm sweating already.
Uh-huh.
I don't need any of that.
That's
Alas,
okay. I'll make you
sometimes
something
even
else.
Geezer gets to have his way. Do forgive me. I'm sure Gaius is looking forward to tasting the blistering heat of a well-spiced marbo curry as much as I am.
He is not.
Stealing food from the mouths of children? What kind of grown-up does that?
Indeed. This is his revenge for me commissioning that second printing of his poetry anthology without his approval.
Oh, they actually did that? I thought that was just going to be a joke that got left by the wayside. They actually published his poetry.
He writes poetry?
That's
He
hilarious.
does. For all his talk of spiciness, his soul runs sickly sweet.
Well, now I'm glad that we took that option because I thought that joke was just going to get thrown by the way. Like, it felt throwaway even in the first game, but now I'm glad we took that option because we never would have known otherwise. Alright, anyway, let's blow 300 gold on a room that I could get for free in Triglyph. Because I'm a high roller. I just got 230,000 gold out of killing 4 monsters. And pretty soon I'll get 100,000, not even 100,000, 350,000 more from Sienna Bronch and Exoplasma, so yeah, we'll be good. Alright, so we've done, I think, everything except for the character episodes now, right? Yep. Down to the character episodes. Arkland Quag from Muse episode 1. She also takes us to the Fort Research Center, like I said before. So we'll go take care of both of those now. And then we'll, in the event that we get done with both of those and we still have time on the stream, where the hell is Muse anyway? Oh, she's on the bridge, okay. But yeah, in the event that we get done with both of those and we still have time left in the stream, we'll go and fight Sienna Bronch at the very end. And it will be a tough fight, but I think we're equal to the challenge at this point. He's weak to shot element, so I'm going to need somebody who can do a combo starter with shot. And there's only one person besides Elise who can do it with a regular physical attack that is available in our party or in our reserves that can do that. So, like I said, today we're going to be kind of playing as, if we play through all of these, we'll be playing as quite a few different characters. So, we're playing as Muse during her character episode. We played as Mila already. We played as Gaius.
Why,
played as Luger.
whatever would you want to
Got
talk
2
to
other
me about, Luger?
fights to do. So, 2 different characters. I was just thinking about how cute you... She isn't even teasing me right now. Is it worth teasing her back if she's not teasing me? Did you travel with Jude and the others previously? I don't know if that serves a well, I guess it serves a purpose for Luger because he wouldn't know. But we would know, right? So, like... I almost want to say fuck it, we tease, but... Yeah, fuck it, we tease.
Do you wish to tether with me? Oh my, what's a girl to do?
No, I think I'll pass on that.
This
But...
lady.
Old enough to get jealous, are we? What if I let you tether with me as well?
You need to stop this. I thought you were healing. This is not okay. She's 6, Muse. Stop
I've never
it.
tethered with 2 people at once before. Sounds like fun.
Now I deeply regret taking that option.
You're adorable.
Elle, run. Right now, run.
Enough with your teasing.
Oh, Gaius, is something the matter?
There is one thing I need to know. How did you return to the human realm?
Actually, I would have asked a second question, which is, why would you want to tether with a 6-year-old girl? Muse, what the fuck?
I don't know.
How did I never notice this previously? Like, was I just not cognizant of this 10 years ago? Yeah, help, please stop. Yeah, so in the first game she tethered with Jude. Tethering is the spirit version of having sex. In the first game, Jude was 15. Which, again, is not okay even in Japan. Now, Jude is 16 now. Luger is, I think, 18 or 19. But Elle is 6. So, still definitely not okay.
The power to cut
Like,
through
that's not even
space-time.
teasing. Like, that's, like, gross.
I lost the blade, but its power was mine to begin with. If it's just me alone, I can still transport myself between the spirit and human realms.
Huh? And you didn't decide to do that with Mila as well? Was she just busy?
Hey, Luger!
Oh, hey, Balin. What the hell are you doing all the way over here?
Hello again, little lady. Still as little as ever, I see.
Yeah, that's...
Kids don't just grow up overnight. I thought scientists were supposed to be smart.
Oh, not as smart as you, obviously.
I mean, of course.
I'm just on my way back from the Laforte Research Center. One of the fellas there is researching communication between humans and spirits.
Oh, okay. So you went there to kind of connect
You should
with
go
them.
help them out if you get a chance. You're a
Because
spirit,
it's
right?
important with Helioborg, too.
Me?
If his research pans out, humans and spirits would be able to communicate from their respective realms.
Spirit telephone.
I bet our buddy Jude would be pretty happy about that.
Why would you even bring Jude up in front of Muse?
Yes. Yes, indeed.
I mean, I guess it's better than bringing up Muse in front of Jude. Might activate him, you know.
Oh, mesmerized by my beauty, are you?
I'm just waiting for you to answer whether or not you want to come with us.
Very well. I'll help
Not
out.
always about you, Muse.
Really? Oh, that's great news. You're kind of intimidating, so I was afraid to ask. But now I'm glad I did.
Love how that's how everybody reacts to Muse. They're like, you've got the whole beauty thing going on, but you're kind of scary. Anyway.
Go talk to Nigel at the Laforte Research Center. He'll get everything set up. Good luck.
Okay, Nigel at Lafort.
Well,
Got
then,
it.
let's go see this Nigel.
So yeah, for Muse's episodes, you get Gaius locked into the party, just like how for Gaius's, you get Muse
research
locked into the
interests
party.
me.
Then to the Laforte Research Center we go. Come along, everyone.
It's the natural sixth sense kicking in. Everyone being
Music
cautious means
possesses
they
the
aren't
power to travel
oblivious.
across
Yeah,
space-time.
fair.
She may well be the only spirit capable of crossing between human and spirit realms at will.
So she would be the perfect candidate for this research because she could travel back to the spirit realm. Then we could call her, and then if it works, then she could come back and be like, "Hey, it works," and then we can have it be something every spirit can use. Jude could finally get to be pen pals with Mila again. It wouldn't be exactly what he wants, but hey, it's pretty close. Muse would be the healer in this case, but if I'm playing as Muse, I'm just going to stick Elise in here. It's fine. Elise is usually a safe option for your fourth in any character episode if she's not a part of the party already. So, and since I'm in Muse's character episode, we'll play as her. Let me see what I've got for her arts here. Okay. So, we'll start with Stun Blitz, Binding Spear, Sharpened Roots, Wind Tussle, Sharpened Whip, Fire Whip. And I did change this. Okay, good. I wasn't sure if I changed over to Soul Absorption. I had Diffusional Drive here originally to use with her chain spell, but it turns out Soul Absorption not only gives me back TP, it's also Water Elemental, so that's kind of nice. She unfortunately doesn't have a whole lot going on. I mean, she has full Resurrection, which I guess is not a bad thing for her to have. It's nice support-wise because it gives an ally auto-revive and also a whole bunch of extra boosts to their stats, so that's not bad. But since we don't have Alvin in the party, we can't do Funeral Pyre, which I think would hit an element she can't normally hit, actually, because I don't think she can hit Shot Element normally. So I guess Alvin's a pretty good fourth in this case, but we wouldn't have a dedicated healer, so I'd have to do it. You know, I'm actually okay with that. I'm going to stick Alvin in the fourth slot. Why not? Might as well give it a shot. I mean, she did say if it's just her, she probably couldn't bring Mila in if she wanted to. Okay, yeah, and that's fair. Yeah. So, if she's the only one that can cross, that would mean Mila wouldn't be able to cross either. So, fair enough. By the way, while I'm thinking about it, where's the cat in here? Spirit Radio. Spirit Radio. Cat Nanalee's been spotted. I heard a researcher found her in a research room. She's kind of a tomboy. I hope she won't break anything. Okay, so in a research room. Got it. There are a lot of those in the Fort Research Center, but we'll do the best we can. We're probably going to have to check through a few of them anyway to do the character episode, so I'm like... So I guess just like everything else in Fenmont, this place has kind of been, reduced in terms of its military output. It's probably mostly working on Spyrite at this point. because that seems to be the name of the game in terms of all of the super important research at the moment in the world of Xillia. So it's the place where people were turned into goop. How do you turn your PR around for that? Yeah, I know. Oh, we can't go in the sewer anymore? Good. I didn't want to go back in the sewer anyway. Yeah, it's kind of hard to turn this around, isn't it? Because like there's people here that were reduced into the gel that was in Neon Genesis Evangelion, so it's kind of hard to. I mean, here's the pods still here. I hear the cat. Hold on. Are you up on top or are you down here? No, you're down here. There you are. Don't go getting into those pods, Nanalie. You don't want to know what's been in there. I mean, I'm sure they've cleaned them in the time since the first game, but I can't imagine them being used for anything good now. Probably, though, what's happening in there, because they were melting people down in the goop that was inside of that thing in order to turn them into energy for Spyrex, right? Or for the Lance of Kresnik specifically, which was a giant Spyrex weapon. So probably the goop that's in there can be used for Spyrite as well, because it's probably all the same material. Like, you probably need the same stuff in order to create a Spyrite. I'll go to beat for that one job. I wonder if he's talking about Balin. Sir, you don't want to know. You don't want to know how they have all that research. It's not exactly in accord with the Geneva Convention, which doesn't exist in this world, but it still doesn't mean you want to do what they did. It's not a good idea. I don't see any treasure here, so I'm just gonna move to the next section. She'll be back. Gonna learn things. Sounds like fun, Marie. Go learn some things and let us know what you learned when you come back. All right, so it's kind of hard to tell if that's upstairs or downstairs. The Musée episode, probably upstairs because I don't think you can get in. Yeah, from down here. So okay. I'll just do a cursory glance over the first floor, see if there's any treasures that we can get. I think there was one in this corner in the first game, so maybe there's another one here again. But if not, we'll just head straight up. I'm not seeing anything, so... And I don't see anything down here either. Is this open? Yeah, I didn't think so. That was where the lance was in the first game. But since it's not there now, and it will never be anywhere again, I don't gotta worry about it, I guess. I can't believe how easy they make it for you to get that mysterious bead for that job, but they said, okay, but let's make it a little harder. Let's make it so that they have to be more than halfway done with all the titles in order to do it. Oh, there's an obsidian. So I guess that job's easy as well. Because that guy only needed one. Guess I'm being rewarded for all of my keen exploration senses. Yeah, I can't believe that other one is just like, hey, I need a mysterious bead. And it's like, oh, cool, you get one in here, so you get it guaranteed. And then it's like, well, sorry to say it, but you need to be silver badge in order to even turn this in. Like, I have the bead. Just take it. What's the holdup here? Do you need me to be at, like... You don't even know what a job title is. It's an arbitrary method of measuring my ability to take this job. Why would you even need me to... Like, it's not like monster rank or something with the elite monsters where it's like, okay, maybe don't go after this one because it's worth this much money and this many points. That means it's harder than the other ones. Like, no, this is just a bead.
Huh? Who are you?
We heard about your research.
Pardon me.
I brought a spirit.
Find Dr. Nigel?
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to share that information.
Not even if we have the one spirit that would make his research go by far easier?
Maybe I could persuade you.
By tethering
and,
with
you know,
him?
I'm kind of in the middle of researching spirits myself.
Yeah, she wants you to research her. That's the point.
Well, if you tell me what I want to know, I'll let you research me as long as you want.
Oh, boy. Oh boy. Elle, don't look. This is adult stuff. This is adult stuff.
Not interested in a spirit's physical form?
Why are we? It's so friggin' weird. Are you trying to persuade him with prostitution? Because again, I thought you were healing. Like, this is the thing that doesn't really click with me with Muse's character episodes, right? Is that it seems like she's healing in the main story, right? It seems, I mean, she's being a big tease in all of her situations where you directly talk with her in skits and stuff, but it seems like she's healing. She's moving forward. Then they do the character episodes, and she's written like this entirely for comic relief purposes, but like, this isn't healing. This is regression. What are you doing? Stop harassing that poor man.
Which part of me would you like to research?
She didn't hear a word I said.
Well, let's start here.
Stop,
You
sir.
humans are so naughty.
Elle is
It seems
never
Dr.
going to
Nigel
live this
has gone
down.
to Arkland Quag to perform some field work.
Uh-huh. So that's where we're going. Why didn't you stop her?
Behavior surprise you?
It freaks me out, yeah. Just a bit. I can't quite figure her out. Yeah.
She has never worn her true intentions on her sleeve.
I mean, she seemed pretty keen to do that in the first game, actually.
Spend enough time with her, however, and you'll find she has a surprisingly gentle heart.
Does that heart exist underneath all the layers of pedophilia? Anyway. We have to go to Arkland Quag to find Nigel, so I'll just walk there. It's fine. It's not like it's that far. And that way I can go past the job board so I can get Mega Tornado from the obsidian that I just got. So at the very least we can get that done. Yeah, the oh so many layers. I thought the layers were healing. Like, again, in the main story, it seems like she's healing. And I do actually like a lot of the lines that she actually gets. She becomes a pretty solid supporting character in the main story. I can't forgive what she did to Jude in the first game because it's disgusting and gross and should not be in a video game, even if it's like, well, you know, we should be representative in our media. No, that's something you don't need to be representative of in your media, even if it's something that normally flies under the radar. There's a reason why it flies under the radar. It's because no one wants to fucking hear it. But, yeah, it feels like she's healing somewhat, and she's actually moving along with her life, and she has good lines in the main story. But then the side stuff with her is like, it's back to being gross again. And it's like, can we not do this, please? I would prefer it if we didn't. Anyway, we got to get Carolina now in Arkland Quag, and we go that way. A friend who moved from Fenmont said he saw her drinking from a large puddle. I don't know if she should be drinking out of a large puddle in Arkland Quag. I feel like that could lead to sickness. But anyway, Arkland Quag is out this way. Yep. I'm trying to think if I want to fight the monsters here too. We already spent that time fighting the monsters on Barnauer High Road. So I don't know. Well, maybe I guess I could. I guess it doesn't matter too much. I mean, they're all going to be resistant to water, and I've got soul absorption in there, but I guess it would be worthwhile to fight them anyway, though, because then I could practice Muse's combos, because I'm going to play as Muse. Muse and Elise are going to be the ones that I kind of have a hard time playing, I think, but at least this way I could practice her combo before we get into a boss fight with them. So, Alvin. Actually, Luger, you can have Gaius. Okay. Fire Whip and Wind Tussle are basically mutual arts. They do almost the same thing, really. But yeah, they're not really. Okay. I guess I'll just get annihilated while I'm standing here. Oh wait, hang on.
Guardian Field! Chakra Circle!
But Wind Tussle and Fire Whip will both pick an enemy up when you use them. So if you knock them over with, say, Sharpened Whip, like this, you can just do this to pick them back up. And, well, then Wind Tussle hits Wind, Fire Whip hits Fire, so...
Sorry to make it so hard on you.
And I guess we'll use the Mabo Curry, and then we'll go from there. Maybe I'll use Sweetheart at the beginning of the next fight, actually, because then everybody's kind of sticking pretty close. So we can heal them up and then be good. Is there a hole here? No. Alright, so we're looking at all these large puddles as well, because we want to see if one of the cats is here. Okay. I believe these frogs are the ones that give you giant fish fins when you fight them. Do I have any spells on Muse's list? I probably should set Sunburst somewhere, since that would be pretty good here. I'll set it here. Why not? There we go. Sorry, Alvin. I know I'm using quite a bit of your TP in the process of doing this, but...
Ready, Alvin? Guess you're good for something.
Okay, close enough. You stop that right now. Well, you know, I didn't use,
Oh, this feels good.
I didn't use Sweetheart. There we go. That up. And again, Sweetheart is nice because not only does it provide a little bit of healing, it also allows you to increase the damage of your magical attacks going forward. And also gives you a little magic defense as well. So that's kind of nice.
Light of the horizon, etch your name into fate.
Okay, good. I got it off before he whacked me upside the head.
Victory is beautiful.
So she's not bad to play. It's a little weird using her in melee, at least at first, because if I recall correctly, her arts get a little bit faster as you use them more. I don't know how true that is, but yeah, it's a little weird to use her in melee at first, especially considering she's mostly like a caster character. But again, I don't really like using her as a caster because she only really has those advanced level arts, and so that kind of makes her a little harder to use as strictly as a caster. So, did I set TP reversal on her while I'm thinking about it? I don't think I did. That might be why I'm running out of TP. Or actually, the reason why I'm running out of TP is because I don't have, whatchamacallit, any food on. And I think we just finished the Mabo Curry, so. You skimmed a video about cleaning 3DS cartridge port contacts. Yours might need it. It has some issues picking up an inserted cartridge sometimes, and it's multiple ones, so you assume it's the console, not the carts. Yeah, and that's fair then. Might as well, you know, look into it so that you can see if you can fix the problem. That would be pretty good. But welcome back, Marie. Hopefully that information comes in handy. Will at least be maintained even if that isn't the issue. Yeah, and that's true too. And a well-maintained system usually helps out a little bit as well. So it's not a bad thing to do. I didn't equip Heal and Mindshare Plus for you, so let's turn those on since I've got those for everybody else. And then we got TP reversal now. Okay, we've got one more fight with Mabo Curry, and then we can finally use actual food. Makes me wish I could purchase the, did I just hear a cat? I don't think so. Makes me wish I could buy the, what were those from the first game? The ones where they were like a chocolate parfait, except instead of being chocolate, it was like meat. I forget what those were called. Alright, first things first, charge up, then Sunburst. Get whacked upside the head because everybody ran away from this monster. That's okay.
Be gone! Be gone! Ready, Alvin?
Okay, so that doesn't really do us a whole lot of good. You stop that right now.
Who's next?
I guess you're good for something. sleep! How dare you!
I'll wait.
Be gone! Fire whip! Fire whip!
Okay. Vortex of despair.
My apologies.
I've been digested. Hold on. And I guess I'll do a sweet light as well. So sweet light gives you a little more HP. It doesn't give you the magic boost, unfortunately, but it does give you the. It does cure status ailments eventually. I'll let you guys handle that. What does this do? Wake Breaker! Okay, I can handle that. Save the over limit, why not? Or I won't because I can't get the damage.
What's all this about?
Oh, nothing. Just a grump off.
Another one? Okay, that's the end of the Mabo curry. So now we can... I'll probably just have chocolate parfait. I can just... If I remember to do it this time, I can just sweetheart at the beginning of the fight, so... Yeah, the meat croquettes. I can't remember what they're called. But they're some kind of parfait, I think. Not sorry, you look at the ground and you see Fezabel Marsh. No, you know, that's fair, honestly, because Fezabel Marsh connects to this place, so it's fair that that's what you see. Well, there's a small fruit and cheese. I'm loath to discard it, but it's fine, I guess. Probably what we'll do, just because we're... I want to do Exoplasma today. So probably what we'll do is, if I don't get to kill all of the monsters we need to kill, in order to get 1 star in here, I'll just come back and do it later. So we'll just do whatever we need to do on the way to finding Nigel, and then we'll go from there.
So many.
No problem.
Go. Send them all to the Shadow Realm, and also on top of that, burn all of them. I feel like that works pretty good.
Who's next?
Guess you're good for something.
Damn. I don't even know if Alvin deserved that. Good lord.
Ready, Alvin?
Got it. Quake Breaker!
Stuntlets! Fireworks!
Finishing shot!
Now, I believe she can also use Sharpened Whip in the air, and it doesn't do... I can actually check. Hang on. Well, she can use Stuntlets in the air, so that's okay.
Time for some fun.
As always.
I don't know if I just don't have enough uses yet to use it in the air.
Bad.
But I think when she uses it in the air, she doesn't knock the enemy down. I think she goes through them like she's using Illusionary Charge instead of... Oh, I already got the Bog Ribbits done. Nice. Yeah, I think she goes through them as if she's using Illusionary Charge, so... And I think these are the 4 monsters, honestly. So we got 3 more of those, 10 more of the Polwiggles, and then a million billion more of the plants. Okay, fair enough. I'll go fight the plant since it's here. And then we'll go to the next screen. See what we get. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I got it off before he did it, but
Nice
it didn't.
fight.
It cast, but it didn't do, so that's unfortunate. Look, throwing the sun at people is a fun JRPG trope. Oh yeah, definitely. I'd be doing it all the time if I could. Wonder when Nova's gonna call next. Very shortly. Because we are almost back at the 200,000 range. So I guess we'll be getting a couple of bonuses out of the next one, so that's good. I think Arkland Quag's only 3 sections, and then Fezabel Marsh South. I already did all of the 1 stars for all the monsters we could find in the other sections, and I don't think there's any new ones that are exclusive to the South sections, so... Fezabel Marsh should be a nice quick run through. It'll just be find the treasures and then we're back, and then find, I think, the cat that's there. We have one cat that's there as well. You couldn't have been like a paw wiggle instead of one of the... Okay, well there's some paw wiggles, that's cool. Can I cast from the air? No, I can shock spear though. Just wait here for a second. Oh, you know, I know why I can't cast it. It's because I don't have aerial spell.
I shall not falter.
I'm glad I have all this backup though, because I'm slow as molasses and also not very strong on the physical arts. Muse is not known for her physical attack power. Just we're kind of using her in a slightly gimped way by using her as a physical attacker. I just, again, it's kind of nice because it's not super TP intensive, which is a boon because a lot of people's attacks in this game are very TP intensive. So, okay, that Paw Wiggle is kind of off on its own, but these two are together, so I can use them to. Again, don't think I needed to see that, but that's fine.
Luger, do something!
Working on it. I was gonna say, Luger, get them away from me. Okay, that works. Hidden target, sunburst immediately. Here you go! I'll let Gaius handle all of the tanking and Alvin because they've both got Fury Stoke. Yeah, and then if you knock them over, you can just Wind Tussle or Fire Whip them, and that'll pick them up off the ground, so. I appear to have aggroed quite a few of them. Anybody,
Who's next?
anybody mind jumping these guys for me? Oh yeah, I can't use it in the air yet. I'll back up and then taunt again. Do one of these, and then one of these. I'm pressing up on the right stick like that's actually going to do something. It is not. Thank you for breaking, Alvin. That's nice.
Oh, this feels good.
Glad you're on my side.
Super easy.
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 Guess who
Oh, I didn't
just
eat
got
anything.
stronger?
I should be doing that. What do we just... Oh, Bog Pile Wiggles are done. Okay, good. Now it's the plants, and Ribbits are done. The plants and one Merfish. So just look for the plants, and the Merfish should come along eventually. Are all your payments going to be that much now? I think they're either 150,000 or 200,000 for the rest of the game. I got enough Iolite ore, poker chips, to get enough Iolite ore to make 200,000 gold payments for the rest of the game, basically, so... Yeah, she's known for her black holes, duh, that and her gravity magic. The fact she can blow kisses and heal people is actually kind of terrifying. Yeah, it's an effective method of healing, but at the same time, considering her history, I don't know if you want her blowing kisses at you. I feel like that would not, work out. Oh, another fruit and cheese. You know, I gotta eat something anyway. This one I will take because I could just do this and then take it out of here, and then it's not a waste. So, there was a hole over here. Go look. See what we can find. Probably won't find the cat, but we will find a little treasure as well. So, oop, there's my payment.
Address me as Agent N. I shall accept your repayment on behalf of the one known as Nova.
I see you're back to being silly again.
No wasting money, Luger. Gosh.
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. It's a good thing I don't need that money for anything. Well, actually, I might need it for restocking on supplies, but we'll restock on supplies after I beat Exoplasma and Sienna Bronc. I don't think we're going to need it before then. So. Alright, we got two plants in close proximity. As long as the cat isn't in this area, I think we should be okay. Let me double check, actually, how everybody's allium orbs are doing now. Let's see, so you're still working your way up there. You're not quite even. And you're not going to be even for a little while on that, and you're still working on this, and you've got... Oh, you're almost done. Okay, cool. You'll probably be done after this fight, actually. Alright, let's just do this, just to make sure. Then we taunt to hidden target. Oh, okay. That's not a hidden target. Well, if you want to fight me, I will fight you. Okay. This guy's too low. I guess one nice thing about Muse is that she has massive reach with her hair, so that's kind of nice for physical attacks because you can kind of approach from a certain angle.
Who's next?
Guess you're good for something. Ready, Alvin?
I only know Quake Breaker, but that's fine. That's all we really need, so.
Be gone! We're a team!
Quite a lot of experience from that one. Not bad. Yeah, I probably should also set Gravity Well somewhere in her list of arts. It feels silly not to have it for, well, Muse specifically. Maybe I'll stick it in, let's see, Sunburst is here, Soul Absorption is here, so maybe we'll stick Wind Lance here. Just in case I need it, and then we'll stick Gravity Well here. I mean, it's only 12 TP, that's not bad at all. And it's probably more effective in a, you know, group situation than Binding Sphere, because Binding Sphere is slow moving. It starts from the top, so it works better on larger enemies. Boy, that sounds familiar. But yeah, it works better against them. So maybe it'd be better to wait to use it until we're in a situation where it's useful. It will, however, be very useful against, because every character's character episode is capped off by a quote-unquote final boss fight. Basically just like a capstone fight against an enemy or a boss. So, and in Muse's particular case, that enemy has a weakness that is on the top of its head, and it's rather a large monster. So because of the fact that it has that unique situation, Binding Sphere will allow you to hit its weakness and potentially topple it over. So it's a worthwhile art to use. It just is a little bit finicky to use in most cases against smaller monsters. So that was very out of character to say. Muse, we know we're a team. Where did that come from? I don't know. Fair question. Don't know what she's on today. So we have to mug an enemy to get a Bunnykins for L. Man, if only we could just make one ourselves. Yeah, that'd be nice. Even easier if I knew what the hell a Bunnykins looked like. I'm not gonna, make it past this guy, am I? Because this water is not real.
Oh dear.
Well then.
I'll just go over here. It's harder though. And then Sunburst with my back turned to the enemy, because that's always worked out in the past.
My apologies.
Alright, somebody just statused me. What the hell, Alvin?
Wide open.
Alright, what's this do? Oh. Okay. I'll take it.
Working?
Sorry to make it so hard on you.
Are you really, though?
I must become stronger.
Alright, we're working our way up on level 56 now. Everybody else is going to be there pretty shortly. I think I just saw the cat. Yeah. There's Carolina. Evidently, in this case, she was the South Carolina, not the North Carolina, because... Well, I guess we're in the Central region, so technically that joke doesn't work at all. But you know what I mean. Alright, let's hit this link up again. Tried to fake me out there. Just to get the extra... Okay, we don't need the paw wiggles, we need the plants more than anything else, so... Do one of these. Luger, are you still on Protect Yourself? Is that why you're not doing anything? You're still on Protect Yourself. Okay, hang on, I can fix this. Why don't you wander off and get into a big fight with all the guys instead of just standing there? There you go. Go get him, Tiger! Oh, there's an enemy right here. I can go.
Finish them.
Be gone! Ready, Alvin? Oh, this feels good.
Glad you're on my...
Time! Gather the original sin.
Send him to the X Zone.
Eternity. Scatter and crush. Event Horizon! Looks like I overdid it.
Maybe just a little bit. Hurston, do you need to be stronger? He always needs to be stronger, otherwise Muse will catch up to him. Didn't you stand at the apex of existence with a time and space rending sword? Yeah, and look where he is now. But he's one of those people, he always has to become stronger. Oh well. Actually, we're not doing terribly with the healing for right now. I figured with this party we'd have a little bit of a tougher time with the healing, but we're not doing too bad, all things considered. I mean, all I gotta do is just Sweetheart or Sweet Light a little bit more, and then we'll be great. Okay, 1 Merfish and 6 plants. The 6 plants is gonna be tough, but... yeah, you know, we're already at the point where I think we're pretty close to being done with it, so I'll just get it done on screen because, again, why the hell not? We won't get to see Enabronk today, but that's okay. Oh, look, a Merfish and a plant right in front of me. How convenient. More potato salad that I'm probably never going to eat. More pointy talons that I'll probably never need. And our researcher's right over there, so we've done pretty much everything at this point, with the exception of finding him and getting done with our bestiary. This... I was gonna say, I gotta try to get it so that this frog doesn't end up in the battle, but I think it's gonna be a triple link no matter what I do. So I'll just take it on the nose and work on it. Alright, hidden target, sunburst, a go-go. Because everybody seems to be bothering with the guys. It's guys' night out instead. Send them a heart. Send them another one. And get smacked in the face by a bunch of fishmen. I'll wait. I've been skill sealed. Oh well. Okay. I was trying to do that and get away from the bubble before it became a problem, but it was still a problem.
Ready, Alvin?
Punishing shot! And boom!
You did it!
Very well done.
Be gone!
Okay, that is not a wake up. Keep that in mind.
Finish them.
Oh, that was not my blue sphere. Yeah, I guess I'm the only caster in this party, so you'd think I would have known that. I'm gonna say, guys, I got this. Hold on, I'll wake him up.
Have a lot of weapons,
Yep.
but Daddy says a jack of all trades is an ace of none.
That's why that art is familiar. People had that in Abyss. Also, that art scares you. Well, we're gonna see a little bit of it. I'm not gonna play as Muse anywhere outside of her character episode, so I guess we won't see it that often, but we will see it a little bit. How's everybody doing here? I don't think I need to check this too much. Okay, so you're about 330 something off of being even there. You're about not 600 off, and you're done with peak. So let's just take that off of you for now. So it's just Jude and Alvin now. They're the only ones, so that's good. That's it for Merfish, and I don't know how many plants we got out of that battle. Let's go see. We got 2. Okay, well, that's about 1 per plant that we see. Got it. We'll go see the researcher in just a moment. I'm just going to see if there's any holes or anything that I can use to respawn the plants so we can finish that off while we're here. Actually, it's kind of nice because kind of knowing the fact that, at least I'm fairly certain at this point, that we won't fight Sienna Bronk today. I don't think we'll have enough time. But knowing that means that I can practice that fight a little bit off-screen in between today and... well, tomorrow we're fighting him, so I guess I can't practice that much, but, you know. I'm getting the hell out of here. You guys can't stop me. I'm floating away. I don't need 5 more Paw Wiggles. Goodbye. Alright, I didn't see really any holes, but then again, I guess I wasn't paying that much attention. Oh, nice, pineapple jump. Maybe I should restock on those, actually, because I just saw that we only have 6 after we just got that, so maybe it'd be a good idea to restock on those before we... before we go fight Exoplasma, where we might need it, and Sienna Bronc, where we will need it. So... Hey, Mr. Bogplant, have you seen any holes around here? I think there's one over there, actually. I think I just saw one. Alright, taunt it up. Let them fight the guys instead. Send a sunburst their way. Wait for her to put her arms down. Then send a healing spell or 2 at them.
Oh, this feels good.
Glad you're on my side.
Send them another one. Because I have no chill. But yeah, the nice part about Sweetheart is that you get it as Muse, so that actually helps out if you're linked up, because that means you'll immediately give the magic attack and defense up effect to the party member that you're linked up with. So it's kind of nice because, I mean, maybe you'll be linked up with a caster, and then they just get that effect, even if they're on the other side of the battlefield from you. So that's kind of nice. The hole was here. Alright, get ready to enter and exit this a couple of times. We can... Black ice. What was that? Let's just go see. Black ice. Extracts 3 elements. Darkness, water, and earth. Well, Jude needs 2 of those 3. How much of each does it give? Okay, not that much. Right, that's fine. I was gonna say, is that the end of it for you? But it's not, so... No. We need like a Mega Glacier or something. Or not Glacier, Mega Undertow. Look, not gonna lie, throwing an entire small area into an event horizon is a horrifying power. Who's leaving all of this potato salad lying around? It's not sanitary. Yeah, in a quag? Like, what? What's the purpose of just having just bento boxes full of potato salad just sitting in a bog somewhere? Again, absolutely not sanitary at all. Alright, good taunt. Get them off of me. We do a sunburst. Okay, wait. The other nice part about this party, actually, is that, I mean, Muse can do her casting or whatever she wants to do, that's fine. But on top of that, she's got,
Oh, this feels good.
Glad you're on my side.
She's got 2 people with Fury Stoke, and she's got 2 people with Life Reversal on, so I don't need to do that much healing, actually. It's primarily Ludger that I have to worry about in terms of healing, and also the fact that I'm not eating any food, but, you know, we don't need to talk about that part. Yeah, I'll just eat a pudding cake. We'll be good for now after that. I'd love to get 2 bog plants in one fight, but I don't think it's going to happen, so we'll have to do this one more time, I think, and then we've got enough bog plants, and then we can go to Fezabel Marsh and never worry about that again. Because I think... I have to look, but I think once we've done this, I think we've done all of the starring that we need to do for the entirety of the game. I'm not 100% sure about that.
Very well done.
But maybe.
And that's a wrap.
Sure, I'll just throw spells for a little bit. Why not? Link up with Elise and spam Dark Visitor, Grim Reaper spam. Yeah, I think they have a link art with Dark Visitor, but I don't quite remember. I have to look. I guess I can look right now, because I can look at her link arts. By partner, what does she have with Elise? Fairy Circle, Spinning Reaver. Okay. What, did they both fly? I kind of want to do this now, just to see what they get out of it. Oh boy, and full resurrection. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, okay, so Spinning Reaver, Fairy Circle, full resurrection. Okay, got it. So it's mostly support, but then there's whatever the hell this is supposed to be. But I kind of want to do it now just to see if it's just like, because, I mean, Elise flies through the air on Tipo, so she holds on to Tipo and then spins her staff and she does wind damage. Does that mean that they both hold on to Muse for this one, and then they're just flying through the air, spinning the staff with Dark Visitor swords on it, or what? We're gonna find out, actually, because well, we might not find out directly in the Sienna Bronc fight, But in the Sienna Bronc fight, I'm planning on bringing Alvin, Elise, and Muse. So
Going my way?
I'm going to be playing as Alvin. But yeah, we might get the opportunity to
Guess
look
you're good
into
for
some
something.
interesting link arts.
Try striking it.
And another one. Oh, that's Gravity Well again.
That was some impressive swordplay.
Thanks.
Okay, and that's it. Fezabel Marsh is done. Let me look at my notes here. Oh no, Labari Hollow. Labari Hollow is the last place with starring for like monsters that we need to fight. Once we've done that, we're done. We don't need to do any more bestiary hunting other than the ones that we find, the unique enemies that we find in Fractured Dimensions. And then, of course, there's also the Bakuras, the Gald Freak, and then the final dungeon. So all of those places you can get, all of those monsters you can get SP from, but the Fractured Dimension ones you don't get SP from. So there you go. Elise flying around spinning her staff with the Grim Reaper's scythe. It's got to be something like that, yeah. I feel like without starring all these enemies, the game might be harder since we won't have nearly as much SP as compared to now. And that's why I've kind of been trying to do it while we're wandering around doing other things anyway, because it just makes it easier to equip a whole bunch of different skills, you know?
I wonder if that's Nigel.
I was going to say, what's wrong with him that you guys are saying that, but then I looked at the chirpy head on top of his head, and, well, now it all makes sense. Not caught up yet. And not caught up yet. I guess Halloween came early for Dr. Nigel? Okay, no need those. Let's find out. What is he wearing? Is he a
Nigel?
Rappy from Phantasy Star? Maybe.
The one and only. Why?
Because it's hard to tell underneath the chirpy hat.
What's with the getup?
Oh, this.
It disguises you from the monsters.
I'm trying to communicate with monsters. Looks cool, huh?
I was gonna say, it disguises you from monsters, so that's how you've stayed alive all the way out here, but
Well,
No.
I'm sure it gets the job done.
at least it keeps them off
Balin
your back.
asked me to help you with your research.
Oh! Are you a spirit?
Yes. Well, obviously.
I mean, if not, I wouldn't be floating.
This is fantastic! And you're totally willing to cooperate? Are you sure?
If you're sure, sign this waiver here, and here, and here, and
Is
here.
there some reason she shouldn't be?
No, of course not.
All of my research is totally above law, and definitely doesn't violate the imaginary Geneva Convention.
Forgive me. I'm just so thankful you're willing to cooperate with our research.
Yeah, no shit,
I'll
she
sit back to
floats.
the Laforte Research Center and get everything ready. Come as soon as you can.
Okay, good. It's not going to take me directly back there, I think.
You
Unless
sure
they do that
this
off
is a good
screen.
idea?
Nope, but it's the only way to get the bonus episode, so we're going to do it.
Exercise today,
I guess so. Yeah, in order to get, there's a special bonus
This
episode that you
Nigel
get
is an odd one.
for beating
worry.
all of the character
He's got nothing
episodes.
on you.
Oh my god. So, we have to do Muses in order to get the bonus episode, and that's why we're doing it. Like, quite literally, it's the only reason why we're doing Muses' character episode. It's not because it gives her better character development, because as I said previously, it seems like most of the character development she gets in this episode acts as a regression of her character. So I don't like it for that particular reason. But on top of that, it's not... literally, like, I don't have any reason to want to do it. Like, there's not really much incentive in terms of her character development. And if it wasn't for the fact that the bonus episode requires you to do all of the characters' regular character episodes, I'm not sure I would actually do it, to be honest. It's just not something that trips my trigger, all things considered. That's not food. That's food. Let's just top off on any food that we are missing real quick. Oh, I should have sold the potato salad because I don't need that. For yakisoba, that's fine. And again, I'm not going to buy any minestrone. So, because we don't need it. We'll just use our regular minestrone, well, our medium one, and then our tomato omelets. Probably sometime soon, honestly. Maybe we'll use it in a fractured dimension or something, where we have access to an easy healing point. Yeah, I'm with L on this one. Are you sure this is a good idea? No. Because honestly, like I said, it's definitely not a good idea. A lot of what happens in this character episode is antithetical to any of the improvements that Muse makes as a character. And again, I do think there are improvements in the main story in terms of her character. She has some good lines of dialogue, and it seems like in some small way she's healing from the... Because you gotta remember too, like she did that to Jude, and I can't forgive her for what she did to Jude, but her doing that comes from a place of immense pain as well. Her whole messed up... I'm not going to be able to get past you, am I? Her whole messed up worldview came from a place of pain. So, I don't want to level with her because she still chose to make the decision to do what she did to Jude, and that's not okay. But at the same time... Why am I doing this poor unicorn? Maybe if I walk over here, you'll come back. Okay, never mind. You'll just leave. That's fine. Oh, almost fell onto a Philosoph. But, you know, it was nice to see her healing, I guess. And now with the character episode, it's not really healing at all. You know, it's antithetical to any healing she was doing. What am I looking at? Event list. I want to see where the cat is. That's Labari Hollow. Here we go. Cat Null's been spotted. They said she was hiding from the rain somewhere near the swamp when she looked cute hiding under a big leaf. Okay, under a big leaf. Got it. You gonna get out of the way enough for me to... Yep, jump down here. This would have been a good spot, although it's kind of swampy underneath that, so maybe not so much. Monster fluid, a boar. Yeah, I don't remember where the cat is in this one, but I forget how many cats we have at this point. I'm going to check, I think, after we're done finding this one. Whoa, ha, hey, ho, ha. Oh, a rotten bone. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure I don't need that. I'm not going to see Dark Teagle over here again, am I? Loot Lord. That's me. Apparently. Okay, Alvin enhanced an art. That's good. Moving along. I might have passed the cat already, actually, because I think I might have very vaguely. My brain is registering that I might have heard cat noises a minute ago. Well, if I don't find them here, I'll just go back. It's not a big deal. And I've got the holy bottle on, and I've still got one more after this, so... It's not like I'm using it for anything else right now, you know? Because next time we're going to need to do any of that stuff, we're going to go to Labari Hollow, where we need to fight monsters, so... Oh, look, a gold Bakura. This thing's going to run away from me even faster than usual. I'll fight this one. This is worth a lot of everything, really.
You guys should have stayed home.
Are you sure about this?
Get 'em, boys! Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that's Muse's special skill that she has there, by the way. If you quick step while she's being damaged, so if you flick the stick in any direction as she's being damaged, she will do an emergency warp and get out of the way of the damage. It can be somewhat annoying if you're trying to do an art that's like on a button that involves flicking the stick, but it happens, I guess. See if we can get me. Okay, never mind. Let me just do this while they finish the job.
Nice fight.
Okay, well, not bad on the elemental
Guess
ore.
who just got stronger.
Yeah, I was gonna say Alvin and Jude will be moving right up in the world with that. So, suffer from everlasting brain rot. Anytime you hear potato salad, you remember that one episode in Family Guy. Show me potato salad. I don't think I ever saw that one actually, because I don't remember who would have said that line. It sounds like a Peter thing to say, but I don't know for sure. Okay, you need to go to 16680. in order to get that up there. And actually, it's above your wind stuff now, so Mega Lightning Bolt to go for you. Yeah, there we go. And, oh, okay. So that'll just, once you get to 14,230 there, you'll be done with wind. And then I can stick you back on bonfire. So that's fine. You are just about to where you need to be. But honestly, I think I might just let you stay on waterfall until you're done with water. Because I don't have a good, like, water and dark one, unfortunately. All I have is Undertow. Oh, silver good. I don't know if that's an upgrade or not. It might be, considering this is whatchamacallit. Considering this is the newest chapter area. Alright, I didn't see the cat, so let's go back to the top here. And see if we can find the cat from here. So it said near the swamp under a big leaf. I would assume near the swamp would be here, like on this screen. So, just look under all the big leaves while we're here. Pardon me. Okay. I guess we'll fight the Philano. Thank you for the sanctuary. That will make my casting a lot easier.
My apologies. Finish them.
Okay.
Let's be sure to keep this up.
I'll take it. You know what might have happened is it might have been because I was like, all the monsters were getting chased off and I might have missed the cat while all the monsters were getting chased off and I had to run down this way. Alright, don't all y'all freak out at once now. Look, it even reset the elemental ore. We got a 20 out of that one, nice. You know, I can actually check this, hold on. You have literally heard 0 of the cats I've found. Yeah, I think that the volume of the cats isn't really all that high. Like, until you're right on top of them, it's kind of hard to hear them sometimes. It might be easier for me to hear them because I'm in, like, a relatively quiet room. That's the nice thing about this area is that, like, during the day, like when we were streaming at 5 o'clock or whatever and everybody was getting home from work, it's really loud outside because everyone's like screaming at each other. But at night, it's very quiet in this area that I'm in now. So, Fezabel Marsh South region. Okay, hang on, I'll be back to chat in a sec. That's Arkland Quag, Fezabel Marsh. It's right before the section over here, I guess. Nope. Oh, hang on. No, that was just a random frog, I think. There you are. Not a wonder I didn't find you. You were behind me, you little rascal. Okay, that's done. Now we can go back to Fenmont, because we found... Oh, actually, I want to check how many cats we have now. 89. And there's a couple now that we can get probably, yeah, so like from Fenmont, there's 2 more. I think both are Kitty Dispatch, but I'll check on that to make sure. There's one in Orta Palace. That'll bring us to 92. Let's see. 92 from that. And there'll be another one in, at least one in, whatchamacallit, 93. At least one in Labari Hollow, so 94. I think there's a total of 95 that we can get right now, so we're doing pretty good on them. I'll check, like I said, before we go to Labari Hollow and see where that goes. Okay, back to the Fort Research Center, and we can travel directly to Nigel's research room, which is very nice. It saves me the trouble of having to walk all that way. So I will go here just for convenience. We'll save, and then we will finish this up, because I think it finishes up right here once you use the spirit phone for the first time. And after that, we'll go to Jeandu, so I can demonstrate alternate dashes, do the side quest, and then we'll start up on Jude's thing. We might not get to Exoplasma today either. It might be like... Because Exoplasma is at the bottom of Labari Hollow, so since we probably are going to be a little short on time before we get there...
Behold, the end result of all those years of research! The Spirit Chat Yakety Strap 2000!
You couldn't think of a better name for your
just
little
any bracelet.
phone
I made it so I could chat
wristband?
with monsters, but it picks up the voices of spirits instead.
Uh-huh.
Is this safe?
No.
So it's busted.
Hey, sometimes science is busted.
Sometimes we find out
You
things
should
we didn't even
remember that,
intend to
young
find
lady.
out.
He just got cool all of a sudden.
Elle, don't aspire to this guy.
So, am I supposed to wear it on my wrist?
No, not you. It's meant for humans, not spirits.
Oh,
Oh, really? Well, then why am I even here?
it's a good question.
When we contact the spirit realm, we'll need you to explain to them what's going on. We wouldn't want to tick them off.
Oh, you know, actually, that's fair.
Well, I guess that makes sense.
We don't want to start an international incident here. It would look better on you guys. No. I started this mess. I'm going to take accountability for it. I'll wear the damn thing. Give it to me. Don't encourage his behavior, Elle. Yeah, really.
pray for your safety.
I pray for your safety. Oh, here we go. I'm going to regret this immediately, aren't I?
Anything happening, Luger?
Well, I don't
Can
hear
you
anything.
hear any spirit voices?
Not yet, anyway. Maybe if I close my eyes, I can visualize it better. And focus.
Oh my, what's a girl to do?
Oh.
Mila will be so proud of me if this works. She'll absolutely love me.
I
plan on doing whatever it takes to make you look up to me as your big sister.
I think oh no. I think I've activated Muse's...
What did the spirit say?
Well, where do I start? Yeah, I did hear something, but I'm pretty sure instead of hearing spirits in the spirit realm, I just heard the voices in your head. I have found your dissociative identity disorder. I don't know how to explain it to you.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't even know.
Come on, did you actually hear voices or not?
Yes?
Nigel, explain what happened.
Oh, I was afraid of this.
Okay.
Honestly,
What were you
it's just
afraid
a
of?
prototype. It still needs a lot of tweaks.
Okay,
Then
so
you won't
tweak
be
it.
needing us anymore. Come on, let's head back.
I'll take it off so
Wait,
you can tweak
There's
it.
one thing I forgot to tell you.
And what's that?
Why didn't you just tell us that in the first place?
If you try to remove the Spirit Chat Yakety Strap 2000, you'll die.
Wait, what? How and
The
why?
bracelet will
It's a
detach once the
wristband.
calculatrix run their course, so don't futz with it.
That's a nasty device to be stuck with.
You didn't tell me this
Terribly sorry,
beforehand?
Mother. This predicament is all my fault, I'm afraid.
No, it's mine.
Yank that little gizmo off and he dies? No way!
I decided to do this character episode, so now I have to live with it.
Regardless of who's to blame, I think we can all agree to abandon this foolhardy idea.
Yeah, I think so. So, yeah, not only is it not really all that worth it to do Muse's character episodes because it's antithetical to her
Hey,
character.
guess what? If you douse your Napple in soy sauce, it tastes a little bit like sea urchin.
Thanks, I will never do that. On top of that, we get a small bomb attached to our wrist for the remainder of the game until we finish all of her character episodes. And the only good that it does us is it lets us hear her dissociative identity disorder. Why does Muse exist? Yeah. Is it in my attachments now? Let me see. No, it's not even an attachment. I think it becomes an attachment after you finish her character episodes, so if you don't particularly like one of the other party members you have, you can just stick it on them, but why would you do that? What kind of a monster are you? Okay, let's go to Jeandu next. Oh yeah, this was not available on the menu the last time we went to Shandu, by the way, but this is just the ferry that takes you to Zagat Flood Meadow, and it showed up once I entered the northmost region of Zagat Flood Meadow, so just in case anybody was wondering why that's there. Excuse me. So are you taking responsibility? Yes, I did. Oh, well done. Yeah, I regretted it immediately. That needs to be the thumbnail. What the fuck? Well, we can read Muse's mind now. We're all gonna die. I am going to die, and it's going to be because Muse's dissociative identity disorder killed me. Anyway, this is the party that we're going to use for Jude's next character episode, so I'm just going to stick them in the party ahead of time because... Actually, honestly, we're going to do this, so... because I'm going to play as Jude to actually fight Exoplasma, because as it turns out, we can kill two birds with one stone here. Exoplasma is in the same place as Jude's third character episode goes to, so we'll just try to kill two birds with one stone there. Oh, sorry, didn't mean you. Or did I? No. Alright, kitty sightings are done. Let's do these. Traces of Kinship is here somewhere in Jondu, so we'll go check that out. And then this cat's in Labari Hollow. There's two in Labari Hollow, actually. There's one that's not associated with this quest and one that is. Someone who went to the Hollow to test themselves heard him meowing. I think it was in a place connected to 4 rooms. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. But yeah, there's a lot to do at Labari Hollow, so we'll see about what we can do with it. Oh, the trader's at the Coliseum, it looks like. Okay. Let's go do that first. Does anybody need healing? Or did we... No, we got a full... I guess at least the Yakety strap gave us a full heal at the end of Muse's character episode, so that's nice, I suppose. Oh, yeah, and the obsidian. Hold on. Because we already got that when we went into Lefort, so... I know they call it Leforte, but I'm going to call it Lefort. It just... I don't know. It makes more sense to me that way. I'm coming for you Blade Beaks pretty soon, because I'll be bronze medal once we're done with Jude's episode 3. So then we'll go take care of them, I think. And then we'll go take care of Sienna Bronc after that. So. Yeah, I'm going to have to see what's going to be the thumbnail here, honestly. I'm not sure what the name of the episode's going to be just yet, but we'll see what's going to be the thumbnail. Muse already got the thumbnail a couple of episodes ago, but it might be... Well, no, I'm trying to think about it, and I remember the thumbnail that we can get for her last character episode, so she will get the thumbnail at least one more time. So I don't know, maybe we'll do it, maybe we won't with her. We'll see. Or Luger's face, I don't know, we'll see. Oh, okay, thanks. Well, that was... easy, I guess. Do I just drop that off now? Or, oh, okay, no, wait, hang on. No, that's head to Spurious Corporation. Oh, okay, I need to take this to Spurious Corporation as well anyway. Okay, so I'll do this once we're going back to Spurious Corp, so we can see where that leads to. Well, that was nice and quick, so now we can just head back down. Again, don't forget about the Coliseum, though. First of all, because you can do Coliseum matches if you want to get some extra... basically, if you beat the basic ones, I think you can get some stat boosters the first time you beat the basic one. The advanced one gets you their sealed ally weapons, and then the elite one, I forget what you get for that one. And that's for the tag ones, which is 2 characters. The party one, I don't even remember what you get for those ones because I've never really done any Coliseum stuff. But, yeah, so it gets you some good rewards if you want to do them. But on top of that, their custom orders are really good later in the game, so don't forget about them because that's where the best custom orders in the game are, so... Oh, you meant Luger's face? Okay, yeah, maybe we'll do that as the thumbnail then, because that was pretty good.
The aerial arena
Does this game have a cameo fight hidden in the arena like most of the Tales of games? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I believe you have to finish the bonus dungeon that you get in the post-game in order to unlock it, but I'm not 100% sure about that.
I just can't get excited about it, though. This sort of thing has always been lost on me.
You're not a big fan of fighting, even though you can punch a hole in this wall, huh, Jude? Yeah, it's just not your thing. To each his own, right? Grow some stones. No, thanks. Because saying that has never worked on anyone.
My manliness or anything.
Why would I question your manliness? Who did that to you? Oh, hold on, my phone. Hello?
Heidi-ho! Nova here!
You know, I wasn't expecting you. I was actually expecting... Never mind, what do you need?
Got a line on a monster eradication job. You want it? Don't answer. I don't care. You're taking it.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
It's actually kind of a big deal. There've been civilian casualties on everything.
Well, now.
So go get 'em, Tiger! And don't feel obligated to thank me for the hookup. Although, I wouldn't turn down flowers or a free lunch.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, no time for that.
I love how his face just gets consistently more and more, like, resigned to his fate. Anyway, the monsters are in Labari Hollow. All of them. So that's where we're going.
That was Nova. Mind if I tag along?
Not at all. You're actually really useful against Exoplasma, so I'd appreciate the help.
The pleasure is all mine.
Do-gooder.
Such a do-gooder.
I mean, of course.
I'll lend a hand too. It's a lovely day to kill monsters.
And actually, you're also really good against Exoplasma, so that just leaves Elise, who can be the healer and also help out with some of Exoplasma. Basically, what happens in the Exoplasma fight is he has a gimmick, and I actually kind of like the gimmick, all things considered. I don't know if we won't get to it today. We've got about 4 or 5 more minutes left here, but he has a gimmick that I actually kind of enjoy. And what ends up happening is it ends up splitting your party to basically be a 2v1 and then a 2v1. So, like, 2 people can kill this and 2 people can kill that. And one of the enemies is weak to water and dark, which Jude and Elise can hit, and earth. And one of the enemies is weak to fire, wind, and light, which Luger and Mila can hit a little easier. So it kind of forces you to split your party up a little bit, and I kind of dig that, honestly. We'll talk about it more when we actually fight him, but again, I don't think we're going to be able to do that today, so. Okay, thanks, bye, Nova! What the fuck is wrong with that? Being a do-gooder has some perks, damn it. Yeah, I don't know why they're all teasing him for it, but whatever. Jude and Spyrite.
Of course! That has to be it! Then with Spyrites, if we use this formula...
He's taking some notes on a clipboard.
I just had an idea related to my research. I wanted to get it down before I forgot.
That makes sense, but you carry a clipboard with you everywhere?
Sorry, didn't mean to surprise you like that.
It's not surprising, it's your job, so yeah, no, it's important to you. That's fine. You don't need to write a love letter.
You know, you really are a nice guy.
I try to be.
Huh? I mean, in the sense that you're just naturally considerate.
Well, I'm the silent protagonist, so I kind of have to be naturally considerate, otherwise nobody will talk to me, and then this game is boring.
You always understand what I'm trying to say. It's like we're already old friends.
And that's because I played as you in the first game.
Yeah, I know. How are you supposed to respond when I say something like that?
It's a fair question.
Sorry. Forget I mentioned any of this.
Alright then. You two just have your UST then. That's fine. Oh, you know, before I save actually, let's go get a sneak preview of what we're going to be fighting, shall we? I don't know what all they are, but I will let you know when I do. Yeah, there you go. We'll figure it out eventually. To be fair, I can tell you one perk of being a do-gooder. You get to fight ridiculous fights. Like that guy down there just bumbling along. I can't believe the guy that wants us to kill that and posted the job thought that he was Grapes for some reason. Like, literally, it says, I don't know if we can see it from here. I don't think it's on the event list to see. No, it's not here to see because it wouldn't show up there, but the event list said, I didn't know grapes could move on their own. We learn so much new stuff every day. But will we be able to use our new knowledge to defeat Exoplasma? And then also Sienna Bronk after that, because that's also looming over my head, literally, because he's a palette swap of Terra Bronk from the last game, and Terra Bronk was the Rayquaza of Tales of Xillia. So that's going to be fun, and then we'll move on to Chapter 11 on the next episode of Tales of Xillia 2, the Stream Edition, which will be happening tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And beyond that point, so we did side quests today, but beyond that point, the only side quests we really have going for us are the red side quests that are available on the job board, character episodes, and elite monsters. And I think there's only 6 elite monsters left after we beat all the ones that are on the list currently. And there's only 2 left on the list now, so that's not really going to be a huge deal. The red quests, some of them are locked behind ridiculous titles, so those might be a wash. And the character episodes, well, we'll obviously be doing all of those. But yeah, those might be the only major side content we have to do for the rest of the game. So we should be picking up in terms of the amount of time we spend on this one. Still a lot of game to go, but yeah, we're getting there. Sneak preview. Is it kaiju sized? I mean, not as kaiju sized as that one that was from the highlight video where I murdered it in one combo with Leia, but still a pretty big skeleton guy. We'll worry about him tomorrow. Thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. I will see all of you on the next one, which, as I said, will be tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Until then, everybody, take care, and have a good one. You know, thinking about it, this probably wasn't the best place to bring Elise, considering this is where she grew up and was forced to be used for booster experiments, but she's already confronted that beast, and I'd like to believe she's come out a more well-rounded person for it, so maybe her confronting this again will force Jude to confront his completely unresolved stresses and PTSD that he has from Muse in the first game. I mean, that probably won't happen, but a guy can dream, can't he?